This is the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, former TNA X Division champion and former TNA World Tag Team champion, and you are listening to the TNA Cross the Line podcast. Enjoy.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 36 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, it's another week. We don't really know much of what's going on. Nothing was very much advertised, aside from Triple X taking on America's Most Wanted for the held-up tag team titles. But we don't know which two of Triple X will be wrestling Chris Harris and James Storm. How excited are you for this? Because we know nothing.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know how excited I can be going into a show almost completely blind. However, I think that tag team title match we've been kind of waiting for a few weeks at this point. And I think since they didn't do it the week after, it's got a little bit of build to it. They did like that mini tournament that kind of led us to this point, where I would say it was fairly obvious from the beginning that America's Most Wanted was probably going to be facing Triple X. So in general, I'm excited for that match, but I have no read on what the rest of the show is going to be like. So in that regard, we'll kind of see what happens.
How disrespectful is it to the new church that they were involved in the double pin finish, causing the titles to be held up, and then they're not even in the match to crown champions?
Well, yeah, that literally doesn't make any sense because they probably should have just done a straight rematch. So, I mean, if I had to take a guess, next week, so after this March 12th show that we're about to watch, I wouldn't be surprised if the new church faces whoever wins that.
That would make sense, but they should have just been in this match anyway. There should never have been a tournament.
Well, no, it should have been a rematch between the new church and Triple X, period. Like, that's what should have happened if that was the finish. But remember, this is when Bob Armstrong was the boss. So he's gone. We got a new boss, J.J. Dillon. Oh, wait, he's gone too, we think. So, actually, we don't know who's in charge because also, we cannot forget Vince Russo's gone too.
That's right.
I don't know. Are we about to get a new authority figure this week? Who knows?
You know who I think the authority figure should be?
Who's that?
Don West.
Oh man, I would die for that one.
Just because I feel he wouldn't know what is going on or what matches are what. You know what I mean? Like they could be he could be influenced by Raven to do just like barbaric things, and he'd be like, yeah. Let's do a exploding thumbtacks, barefoot, barbed wire death match.
And he'd get really excited for it, and it would go really well.
He would go nuts. And I would live for it. Or Mike Tenay.
Mike Tenay could probably work realistically. I mean, they
scowls.
Yeah. But they were acting as if he kind of was one anyway. You know who I could see potentially doing it? We haven't seen him in a couple weeks at this point, but I could see Larry Zbyszko. I know you don't like him too much, but I think that.
Well, it's not that I don't like him. I didn't like what he was doing with AJ Styles because it just didn't make sense. He came out of nowhere and he's like, "I want to be your manager," and then AJ's like, "No."
Yeah,
but it's like, if you don't beat me twice in 10 minutes, I am yours.
Well, at least if Larry Zbyszko it'd be our first authority figure without gray hair. Steamboat was great too. We can't even say
Steamboat was great, but then you have. Are we sure that Zbyszko isn't gray? Because he might be using some kind of.
Well, he's okay.
Supplements to help him out there.
Well, just like when Eric Bischoff went to WWE, he dyed his hair, and that dude is platinum gray.
Yeah, but you know what? Bischoff actually looks better gray, in my opinion.
Oh, I absolutely think Eric Bischoff kills the gray hair look.
Yeah, because doesn't he in like 05 go like bald gray? Or shaved, like
Yeah,
a shaved gray?
yeah, they shave it. It was like in a. I remember Eugene shaving his head, and like Vince being like, "Oh, look at he's gray," and he's holding his roots back, and then they shave his head.
Right.
Like I remember that as a child watching that, and I was like, "Wow, he is really great." Now, mind you, as a child, I also didn't know what WCW was, so
Yeah,
I
the
never
fact
knew.
that you were a child watching that, I was a sophomore in high school, so that's fun.
Well, there you go. There's our age difference right there.
Jesus.
Now, before we go any further, Bob.
Yeah.
I think we need to mention this. If you are not following us on Twitter, let me just say, shit is going real good over on Twitter. And if you aren't following us, be sure to do so. We are at Cross the Line TNA. Now, just as of this recording, as of like yesterday, none other than the TNA founder himself, Jeff Jarrett, followed us on Twitter. That's pretty fucking awesome. And I still sort of don't, I still kind of can't believe it. Like, it's pretty crazy. But I mean, the Twitter game has been great for a while at this point. I mean, the different posts we got going on, a lot of great interactions. We talk about it every week, but it just keeps getting better and better. I mean, just think, and Bob, I mean, you know, because you obviously go on here, but the TNA personalities who follow us is pretty awesome. We got James Mitchell, we got Jeff Jarrett, Goldilocks, Bill Behrens. I might be missing someone, but it just keeps getting better and better, man.
How long before you piss off Jeff Jarrett like you pissed off Jerry Lynn?
Well, Jerry Lynn is back to liking our posts, so I think we're safe. I don't know how to apologize any more than I did, so, you know, it is what it is. Jeff Jarrett, if he followed us at this point, we've already been doing this show for now what? At that point, it was 35 episodes, so he's been tagged in quite a bit of posts, and he finally just saw us, and here we are.
I'm convinced that Jeff Jarrett has listened to the podcast.
I'm fine with that.
And if that's the case, Jeff, if I've ever said anything negative, it was Dallas who told me to do it. He would type in the chat and be like, dude, say that Jeff Jarrett isn't good.
No, I wouldn't do that. I really like Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
No.
you do have his broken guitar on your wall. So.
I absolutely do. It's one of my favorite things that I own. But yeah, so I just needed to bring that up. I needed to get that off my chest real quick because I couldn't wait till the end of the show to do our Twitter plug about that because that was too cool.
Yeah, I was the one that noticed that.
Well, yeah, he retweeted us and I showed you and it was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool. And then, like, what? It was a couple hours later even. And then all of a sudden he's like following us. It was like, what?
Oh, you know what? I think you kind of forgot one of the TNA personalities.
I know. I can't think of who it is off the top of my head right now. I know I am.
Well, I'm gonna look it up right now to make sure before I say that you're
okay.
Vince Russo.
Oh, damn it! I knew that too. Yeah.
Yeah, Vince Russo follows us. So, but then again, he also follows almost 9,300 people. So
he does follow a lot. Now the other people who follow us, I don't think follow that kind of ratio. So Vince Russo's, if you ask, he'll follow you generally.
Right. Jeff Jarrett is about 5,000.
And if you scroll, it's mostly like people he worked with and stuff. So that's all I'm saying. It's pretty cool shit.
Yeah. That is kind of a cool
next
thing.
on the list is Raven and AJ Styles. And then who else do we need, you know?
Okay, well, AJ Styles will never happen. He's at 174.
Okay, yeah, he's never.
To 1.1 million. How about Hulk Hogan? No, he's not gonna. At least we're not blocked.
Yeah.
Crowbar does. That's good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He technically, he did wrestle here, so yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of good stuff's happening over there.
Yeah, it's all Dallas. He's the one that does all the posts. I'm just here laying in bed, doing the podcast.
Yeah, so if you don't like my posts, you can just send us hate mail, and it'll probably come to me.
Yeah. You'll be the one that sees it, because as I've said before on this podcast, I do not want to see anything bad.
That's
right. I don't want
right.
to hear anything bad. Leave me alone. Let me be in my own little world, and go from there.
Yeah, no, you mentioned that, and that's fine. But anyways, You ready to get into some fun stuff here, Bob? About the show last week and some new news.
Dallas, I've been born ready for this.
Okay. Well,
This is my favorite part of the show, not the 2-hour show. My favorite part of the show is when you tell me all the bullshit that is either rumored or has actually happened backstage.
yeah, I definitely think this is the golden part of our show. Sometimes I feel, people might turn us off after this part, and I don't know if I'd blame them some of the time. But
I would understand
this, yeah, I mean, this is we're getting in the weeds more than probably anyone who's watching these shows from 2003.
Yes.
And giving you the insight that you need to keep listening to us talk about TNA wrestling from 18 years ago.
Yeah, like I've said before, I've listened to a couple of other TNA podcasts just because I do like to know what other people think. You know what I mean? Like I like to gauge it. There's some podcasts where they think everything is great, and I just kind of laugh. And then there's other podcasts where they're purposely kind of shitting on everything. And, sometimes we'll give, a critique or something or enjoy something. But I feel like we're, at least from the ones that I've heard, we do go through a lot of backstage stuff. And sometimes we crack jokes, whether they're funny or not. But then we're also we critique and analyze the stuff that makes sense to some extent for TNA. Because there's been a lot going on in less than a year of TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like that one show where, or it's like The Matrix. You're just trying to dodge everything. Dodge all the weird stuff. But sometimes you get hit with like fun stuff. Like sex. That was fun for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, and then it lasted only about 2 months. I mean, it didn't really last very long.
Yeah. Now it's the NWA team.
Well, I'm very curious. That's one more good thought to mention here before we get into this. I'm very curious to see what is left this week. Do they have the shirts? Are they in the locker room? Or are we kind of just... Because last week you could tell it was very, very toned down and very much like they barely said the name, but they had the shirts on.
That is true. I think they'll keep coming through the crowd and stuff like that, but they might veer away from the sex name.
That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. At least most of them.
I can see Gilberti hanging on to it.
I was thinking Gilberti and Sanders.
Yeah, for as long as they could.
And then it's just that's their tag team name essentially.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think that'd be fine.
It would serve a purpose.
Yeah, why not?
For sure. But okay, get into your
let's get into it. Let's do this. So last week, Bob, we thought the show was very middle of the road. Not a lot happened. Wasn't bad. It was not a bad show. And there's some pretty good matches for that, Now, what do you think the readers of The Observer thought about the show last week? Thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs in the middle?
I'm going to say they thought it was a thumbs up.
They did. 66.2% gave it a thumbs up. Only 11.8% gave it a thumbs down. And 22.1% gave it a thumbs in the middle. And now he does say that the best and the worst matches were landslides. So I bet you could take a guess right now of what the readers thought the best match of the show was.
Jerry Lynn against Super Crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was. It was a very good match.
That was a really good match. Yeah.
And what do you think the worst match was? I think it's pretty easy still. If you look at the card again, which I can read it off to you. Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah. I've learned how to keep the card up from the previous week. It only took me about 35 episodes, but I've done it. Jorge Estrada against Disgraceland, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, which once again, if you missed last week's episode, that was the last time we're probably ever going to talk about Jorge Estrada, because he's gone and he stops wrestling just a few months after this. But he's gone from TNA.
I wonder. I kind of think it's not rare, but it's very uncommon for when a guy leaves a territory or leaves a company that he leaves winning his last match.
Well, that's a good point, actually, which almost makes it seem as if it wasn't necessarily a planned thing. And I'm surprised even in that regard as well that he didn't do like kind of how Bruce did. Bruce did like a dark match as Alan Funk, and then he left. Like he still like was sort of around. I mean, I think it was one show, but you know what I mean? I'm very surprised that he didn't do anything else, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Estrada could have been a regular on Explosion. Estrada's not bad in the ring and stuff like that, but he just wasn't polished really enough to be like a major focus.
Yeah. And now we did mention this as well while we were talking about it, is that he did lose the NWA North American Championship to Hot Stuff Hernandez in NWA Wildside. So he did take a loss on his way out of essentially his career to drop that title, which at least they didn't just vacate it, I guess. Now I did just try to do a quick like Google just to see, since we're talking about it again, and it does say he does have a degree in criminal justice administration, so he probably has a job of some sort. But then it also says that according to his former teammate Jimmy Yang, that he was involved in legal trouble after leaving TNA. Doesn't say what it was, but it's pretty interesting.
What, Jimmy Yang said that?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if there's a way to look that up.
Yeah, I might try to do I'll try to see what I can find. Unfortunately, if you type in, as I typed in, what happened to Jorge Estrada, there's other people named that, so it's not easy to find. But the information I just found, if you're curious, was on his Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt.
Oh, now that's where I was going. I thought maybe you found that somewhere else.
No, that's where it was.
Well, damn it. That was a waste of my time.
Yeah. Well, anyways, after the 5th straight full house, because remember last week we had another essentially a sold-out show on March 5th.
Over a month.
Yeah. The decision has been made to slow down in giving away tickets in a few more weeks, which is fucking smart. Now, the plan at this point is to not let anyone in with free tickets until the building or in the building until 6 p.m. So those who pay at least will have an advantage of getting better seats. So they must kind of have like a GA kind of setup.
Right.
They're going to cut back in the number of free tickets issued and hope that people who got in free regularly will start becoming paying customers. Now, we know that that's kind of a hard thing to do. We'll see what happens.
So here's my question for you, Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to be getting free ticket or free entry into these shows,
yep,
and then you show up and they're like, no, we can't. It's $20 now. Would you give them $20 or would you just go home and watch it on pay-per-view for $10?
So I think it's a really good question, and I think that it kind of comes down to, have I enjoyed my time going for free? Like, do I feel like they deserve to have my $20? Now, I think you and I are similar in the regard of we really enjoy live wrestling. So if you look at it like that,
I mean, good live wrestling.
Well, yes.
Although we have gone to shows knowing they would suck.
Yeah, we have.
But the front row tickets were like $15, so we're like, fuck it.
Yeah, I've done that more times than I would like to admit, probably. But so if in the situation that you just mentioned is if I'm expecting to get in free and they're like, hey, it's $20. Well, I'm here. I guess I'll pay. Now, if this one sucks after I pay, if I didn't expect to, well, you might be in trouble. I don't know if I'm coming back or not. But
right.
I think, once again, if I've really enjoyed my time, let's say I live in Nashville. I don't know. This is a 10-minute drive from my house, and it's live wrestling every week. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go every week if I have to start paying $20 every week, but I'd be more willing to want to pay, I think, than if I enjoyed myself and it was of a convenience.
I kind of feel like if you're in line for a free wrestling show, you're probably some level of a diehard.
I would say, yeah.
So if they come up to you and they're like $20 or you can't get in, if I'm already in line,
yeah,
I'm probably just going to give you $20 to get in.
Well, and you know me. I think I like to think you're fairly similar in this regard. Is I like to be closer. I like to have a good seat. So if I have to pay also to get a good seat, especially if it means like first, second row, well, then I'm going to do that for sure. I'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
Because But
That's
usually
what that's what they should be doing, though. They shouldn't be giving away free tickets. It's stupid.
Well, yeah, I agree. Now I know, Bob, you usually like polls in your way.
See, I was gonna make a joke, but I figured you'd mention it. Those fucking wooden pillars at the goddamn Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah, or like standing for like a 4-hour show. We could tell stories all day, but anyways.
Which one was that? That was
Ring of Honor. It was like the Global Wars tour. I don't know if it was Global Wars or if it was the other thing. It was the New Japan guys.
It was in New Japan.
It was in New York City. And it was a very fun show. But yes, we literally had to stand the entire time, which isn't fun. Well, we had to stand the entire time, and we weren't at ringside.
Right.
At least if you were at ringside and you were standing, you can lean on the guardrail, or you could like have more excitement going on. No, we weren't.
Yeah, and for some reason, in some instances, if I stand up for a long time, my lower back just starts tightening up, and it's like horrible. I remember when we came back from New Jersey for that Pro Wrestling Syndicate show, I was in the back seat, and I had been fine, but when we got like back towards your house, like my chest was just like tightening up, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like so painful.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, my body's weird.
Yeah, well, you're still with us, so that's good.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. Well, regarding the free tickets, and they're hoping that they're going to become these paying customers. They do recognize that it's more important to have a full house for television, and figure it will take papering to have that. Now, at the ticket line on March 5th, Bert Prentice, the local promoter, was telling the crowd in line, most of which had free tickets, that in 2 weeks there would be no more free tickets. So in this case, I think this is pretty interesting, because at least he's kind of giving him a pretty good heads up as well. It's not really a surprise.
Yeah, but I can just see it now. In 2 weeks, people are going to come up with free tickets, and they're going to be like, "No free tickets," and they're going to be like, "This was on my car."
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to still be papering. Let's be real.
100%.
And it's a fake threat. There's no more. Okay, sure there's
absolutely
not. I am curious to see, though, in 2 weeks, and I'll tell us our number once we kind of get to that point, because that's usually when we do it, once we start the show. In 2 weeks, what is that number going to be? Is it going to be the same? I don't know. We'll find out soon.
Well, if we've been getting, 1,200, 1,300?
We've been getting 1,300 for about 5 weeks.
Okay. I would say paid-wise, you're probably going to get about 600.
Yeah, I mean, realistically. Now, just for reference, real quick as well, we haven't hit under 1,000 since January 22nd.
Under 1,000?
Under 1,000. We've had 1,000 or more people in the building since the January 29th show.
Okay.
And mind you, today we are watching the March 12th show. So if that's a little bit of a reference for you. Almost, I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad. And that makes it sound like, oh, we had a dip before that. Well, the shows before that also were all 1,000 or more since December 4th. We had 450. So we've had pretty decent crowds for a while. So we really can't complain.
Yeah, I think the worst instance was literally the side behind Don West and Mike Tenay was completely dark.
Yeah.
And there's probably at least 40 rows of bleachers there or whatever, 20 rows of bleachers.
Yeah.
That are normally filled with people, and they were just empty.
Yeah. Yep. Now, Dave says that he did think that last week's show was one of their better shows because they delivered good matches and were setting up for a lot in the future, which I sort of disagree with, but I see what he means, I guess. He does say, however, as we noted, production was a disaster, and not just because of the power failure, but they were showing replays all at the wrong times. We know I think there was even microphone issues. I mean, they had, you name it, it happened last week as far as production. Now, I could be wrong, but I do not believe we have any other note on the power outage besides the fact that the power went out. So, unfortunately, we don't have any answers to that. But needless to say,
I wonder how it is on the app there.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I haven't checked, but I'm very curious to see how they splice that one together. There's no way that in demand screen comes up.
No way.
No,
they probably have their own original feed, but if the power went out, you're probably losing that too.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
I don't know. So Chris Sobal, who was the overseer of the company for Panda Entertainment, was not only let go from that job, but let go from Panda entirely. Now, most don't consider this to be a negative, though, labeling him as being very opinionated about wrestling matters that he knew nothing about, and he and Jerry Jarrett had butted heads over fiscal issues. Jarrett is said to be privately thrilled about this. The negatives seem to be not so much that Sobal offered opinions, but that he didn't listen when people would try and teach him about wrestling. Now, nobody has been put in the position officially, although unofficially, Dixie Carter will be the liaison. Now, we all know who she is now, but Carter is the daughter of Bob and, is it Janice or Janice? I don't know. Janice Carter, who are the owners and headed the PR firm in Nashville working with TNA, which is how her parents first found out about the company to set up the deal, which saved it. So kind of putting in place that Dixie's kind of going to be more involved, essentially, coming up.
I don't think I've ever heard somebody pronounce that Janice.
I think I've known some, but I might have been spelled differently. But once again, this is just another edition of Dale Says Names Wrong. So, I mean, I do it once a week at least. So it shouldn't come in. If you're a longtime listener, this should not come as a surprise. In fact, sometimes, just like today, I ask Bob how to say someone's name off air so I don't sound like an idiot once we get on.
That's right.
Sometimes that does happen.
That's right.
So, okay, I guess there is a small note here about the power failure. So there was the power failure early in the show, which required Kevin Sullivan to do the same interview twice. Sullivan was in as a campy referee for the Raven vs. Sandman Clockwork Orange match. It was a campy deal because Sullivan wore no shirt, but had referee stripes, a bow tie, and the word violence written on his chest. Mm-hmm. He also would hand the guys weapons to use on each other, which we mentioned during the match was bizarre. And it was a weapons match with the ring surrounded by chains, with weapons in the chains. It's quite the visual. If you haven't seen it, check it out for sure. Where the finish is, you had to dump someone over the balcony through 2 tables. So Sandman actually apparently went through 3 tables, which is not the case because we watched it and he broke a fish like about one of them. But the bump wasn't that bad because the tables were stacked on each other essentially. Yeah. But he maybe fell 2 feet before the first table broke the fall. Raven bled like crazy in the match, and it wasn't a technical match, but people were on their feet and into the violence. A fan was injured when Sandman used the poles to hold up the Raven's nest sign as a weapon, and something landed on a fan, which I think we pointed out as he grabbed it, and it fell, and you could hear people screaming. So,
yeah. You gotta love it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it definitely wasn't like no crazy match. It was not technical at all, but if people are into the violence that happened, and of course that visual at the end, we really enjoyed. Sandman getting thrown off a balcony was pretty nuts.
Yeah, the stipulation, though, to win the match by being thrown off a balcony is oddly specific.
Yeah, it is.
But for a brawl or whatever, it was exactly what you would expect it to be.
Yeah, can't really complain on that.
No.
And now I do have a note here, and I did mention to Bob this off air that I have this note, but I'm not going to say it. There may be a surprise debut during this show, and so I don't want to say it now. If it doesn't happen, I will say it after we watch the show, just because it didn't happen, and then it was false information. Right. However, since this Observer that we are reading is published on March 17th, 2003, and of course the show we are watching is from March 12th, it gets a little tricky with some of these, so I'm going to start holding back some information if I need to. Now, if he does come out during the show, I will be sure to mention, hey, this is the guy that I had the note on. Right. So until then, we will skip that. Now, we know Vince Russo did a promo claiming that he was quitting wrestling because of the effect it had on his family. Russo said he was 42 and didn't want to be Kurt Hennig, who died and missed all the time with his family. Talking about how the wrestling business makes one lose one's perspective on what's important. He actually did a hell of a tape promo that made sense if he was quitting, but since it's an angle, which this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, that it was so low class to use Hennig's death for an angle, especially since the points would be right on for a lot of wrestlers. Ironically, Hennig, who was able to spend a lot of time with his family over the past 11 years, may be the only guy in reality this didn't apply much to. Now, apparently they did several different versions, and Hennig's death was not mentioned in earlier ones. Russo didn't appear on the rest of the show, which we knew. So,
Well, I was just gonna say the guy number one just died.
yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and then he's comparing himself to a professional wrestler. Vince Russo is a writer. He doesn't go on the house shows. So for TNA, he's probably there literally Wednesdays.
I would assume. Now, in his regard, is there a meeting or two potentially? Maybe, but even if 2 days a week, we'd say max probably. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, even with WWF, so there was really just Raw for a majority of that. So there's just Monday. Maybe you have a day or two where you have to meet with McMahon and Bruce and stuff like that. And then when SmackDown comes around, you're probably doing Mondays and Tuesdays. So you probably still have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where you're home with your family. Now, are you writing during that time? Sure, but at least you're home.
Yeah, I mean that's good points. And of course, who knows what it's like. But in this case of TNA, it's got to be way more laid back.
I would have to imagine.
So, but once again, if this is truly an angle, we will see him back. I think Bob said in less than 2 months. I said that he will be back at the year anniversary show or about pay-per-view 50, roughly.
If he's not back by mid-April, I will be shocked.
We'll find out. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to mention, because we just mentioned how the Jerry Lynn and Super Crazy match was really good, Dave did give that match 3 3/4 stars. So he did give that one pretty good. The crowd loved it, he says. He does mention that Crazy's kind of out of shape, but that he still looked great. And
he was bigger than he was in ECW, but he performed very well.
Yeah. Now, he also continues on here saying both Crazy and Juventud, because of their match quality with Lynn, got over strong as baby faces, as did Lynn, and they tried to put this over as the X Division being back. And then, of course, he goes on to mention how Kid Kash defeated Red in a sloppy match with hot moves for the X title, which, it wasn't bad, but it was definitely a sloppier in the case of those guys. Now, this is a pretty interesting note. I would say this is follow-up from last week's notes, and this isn't the only one. So there apparently was not a no-complete clause in the contract that Jimmy Yang was asked to sign. So if you recall last week during this notes section, there was this note about, oh, hey, could you sign this one-night deal, but there's a no-complete clause in it, so you can't wrestle anywhere else. And
are you saying complete or compete?
It's compete, but he spelled it wrong, so it's screwing me up.
Okay.
So yeah, no compete, and we discussed how this makes absolutely no sense. Well, that's because apparently it's not true. And this is that deal that he apparently refused to sign a few weeks back before he was scheduled to face Raven, which in turn Julio De Niro made his debut instead. Now, the NWA TNA long-term contracts obviously have these clauses in them. They have the no-compete clauses as they relate to working for WWE, but allow wrestlers to work anywhere else. Yang's previous agreement had that clause, but the one-night deals, such as the one-page contract he was asked to sign, only allow the promotion the rights to use the guy on pay-per-view and market pay-per-views with him. It said that the money would have been the same that he was getting for previous appearances, though. Now, based on the contract, Yang would be allowed to do jobs on WWE TV, as some of the TNA guys have done on Heat and Velocity. Yang, who drove from Cincinnati to Nashville after being called at the last minute, the plan for that match was Raven versus Red, but Red also couldn't be reached after his Japan tour ended, and he refused to sign anything, and it held up as Bob Ryder, Jeremy Borash, and Jeff Jarrett all tried to convince him to do so. So that's a little bit of follow-up on that. So we got some false information last week, but he didn't sign.
Wait a minute. You're telling me Jimmy Yang traveled from Cincinnati to Nashville, didn't sign the contract, and then went home?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like.
Because they wanted him to sign a one-night contract for him to lose to Raven on pay-per-view.
Yep. Essentially.
So, I don't understand. If it was for one night, if he shows up and they're just like, hey, we need you to lose to Raven tonight. Does he not do it because he doesn't have a contract? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know the full, I wish we had a little bit more details about it because it is kind of weird. Like, why does he need to sign a one-night contract? That must be kind of just so they have their permission to use your name and stuff on the pay-per-view, if I had to take a guess. But why did he travel all the way and then decide not to do it? There's got to be something more. There maybe he wasn't told the full deal of like who he'd be wrestling or what he'd be doing, and he wanted to do more of a X Division kind of match, or something like that. And instead, he's like, I don't want to fight Raven. I don't want to lose to Raven.
Well, you said originally it was Red.
Yeah, it was Red, but that kind of goes into
he might not have known that it was gonna be him.
If I had to take a guess, yeah. Now, unfortunately, as we know, they do continue to push Eric Watts, David Flair, and Brian Lawler, as well as Raven, AJ Styles, all feuding with Jeff Jarrett and wanting the NWA title.
Yeah, so he's feuding with 5 people right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. There's no news about that, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because it's noted here, and it's just like, what? Yeah. I already forgot about Eric Watts, and now I remembered, and now I'm pissed.
I love it, man. Out of the 5, there's 2 guys really that are worthwhile matches, and the other 3 dudes, no one wants to see that.
No, and some of those and Brian Lawler like buddies with Jarrett early on. Like, it's just really weird.
Yeah, but then as Eric Watts said, you know what you did.
Oh yeah,
and we're here to write it. Remember, he was all like, didn't he cut a promo on him when he was like, "Oh, you're just jealous."
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
we checked out of that promo so quick. I barely remember what it was about because it was just like it was first off, it was long and it was just Eric Watts talking.
Oh yeah,
he like turned his back.
I got a contract 3 days in, and it took you 13 years to get yours. Shit like that.
Yeah.
I was a champion 6 months into my career. Took you 9 years.
Yeah, how's that, Jarrett?
Yeah. Remember what you did when you wouldn't get me a contract in the WWF or WCW, but I was in WCW before you got there? So it was really me not getting you the contract in WCW? Yeah. That's right. 1992, I had a contract with WCW. You, Jeff Jarrett, you might have made a couple appearances in WCW, but you weren't signed. So I'm better towards you because I got my contract before you got yours.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Yeah, it was great. Now, if you remember too, we didn't understand why it happened at all, and it's Moondog Spot walked around ringside just randomly, and that was he walked around ringside in gimmick and identified for no reason during one of the matches, and I can't remember which one exactly off the top of my head it was. It was one of the tag matches, though. And it was apparently just a comedy deal and may not lead to anything other than a new way to bring in old-timers for a surprise pop without interviewing them or having them wrestle.
That was for comedy?
I guess.
So it was funny that a guy came out with a chicken bone or something and just eating it.
And then leaving. They showed him out in literally 5 seconds on camera, and then he left.
Yeah. You know what? That was truly hilarious and comedy gold.
We should hopefully do that every week.
I hope we see more of it.
For no reason at all, just to cut away from the actual match you want to watch. No big deal.
Yeah. Oh my God. What's Doug Gilbert doing here? He's eating ramen noodles in the bleachers. That's crazy. All right. Let's go back to the ring. Funny.
Apparently, Christopher Daniels is expected to be offered a contract with a raise.
Oh, okay.
He's talked with the company for a few weeks, saying that if he got a deal and a raise, he'd cut back on his Japan schedule with Michinoku Pro. And Jeff Jarrett has been very impressed with his work. Probably the only holdup would be if WWE offers Daniels the deal, since Daniels was at a recent OVW tryout camp, and from all accounts we heard was the star of the camp. Now, at the same time, WWE has known about and used Daniels for years without ever offering him a deal.
I still want to know who was at that camp.
One day, maybe we can find out. But it's not today, Bob.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so he's probably making good money in Japan. I mean, I think he's still doing Curryman at this point. But if he gets a raise, I mean, he could probably stick around on the stateside and do TNA, Ring of Honor,
For sure.
ECWA. There's a bunch of indies you could do on the weekends to probably balance it out and not have to go overseas as much.
Maybe that's what he's kind of thinking about trying to do here.
Yeah.
But needless to say, it'll be cool if we start seeing him more often. I mean, it's been nice to see him more since he was involved with Triple X here, because we only saw him a handful of times before that. So hopefully we can get a little bit more.
Well, I think it kind of applies to all three of them, Skipper, Key, and Daniels. It's nice to see them when they're there, but the problem is that they're there for a week and they're gone for about 4 or 5, and then they're back for 2.
Yeah.
There's no consistency, which, I mean, I think what Russo had said, like, that was frustrating that you can't really plan long-term for them.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put the tag titles on them.
Yeah. Now, Dave has this is a pretty interesting one. Now, for whatever this means, he says, they did check with the Manhattan Cable Company. He says it could be Time Warner. And they did get a breakdown that they had 700 buys total for the first 2 shows in February. In that system...
What?
Yeah. In that system, that would be a 0.05 buy rate, which is well above what the belief is they're doing. So closer to a 0.02 buy rate, based on the scattered data, so that they are hopeful that correlates nationally to progress. Now, it does sound like a small number, but I believe this is more of a, if it's the Manhattan Cable Company, kind of more probably northeast. So it's a small number.
Okay. 700 buys?
For total for 2 shows.
So like 350 each?
Potentially, if that's how it's being worded, yeah, man. So it's not great.
And this is in relation to probably Time Warner or Spectrum nowadays, right?
Yeah, that's what it's seeming. And now the thing that's interesting about this, though, is that it's above what they thought they were doing.
I don't give a fuck. You're telling me that's from Time Warner Spectrum on the northeast side, which is a hotbed for pro wrestling. Okay, you're telling me you're getting $350 a show, and that's exceeding expectations?
Now, let's just remind everyone here: the big money deals are in Australia.
I mean, what? I would assume is Time Warner Spectrum not all? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be all over the
maybe not at this
country.
time.
Not at this time, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know cable company shit, man. I don't even have. I
don't either. Yeah, I mean, I have their internet, but I don't have their cable part.
Yeah, well, we all make bad decisions.
Yeah, I wish I had Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that just doesn't make sense to me. Because let's say there's like what, 11 or 13 states that probably are Northeast considered. All right, so you got like New York, Massachusetts, blah, 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 all those things. You're telling me 350 people.
Hey, maybe they have big parties, okay? We had total non-stop action parties, like Nitro parties.
Oh my God. That's just, yeah. Could you imagine that? Fucking Nitro or Asylum parties? An Asylum hangout. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that could happen. And maybe some buddies are watching it, but still.
Needless to say, yeah. I mean, I guess it's good if it's exceeding their expectations, I guess. But hey, I did mention Australia.
I don't know, man.
That's what my next note's on. It's on Australia. And this is a pretty interesting one as well.
If I were to be like, wow, I'm a fat piece of shit, I'm probably weighing 330 pounds. And then I put myself on the scale and I'm only weighing 327. I'm not like, wow, this is fucking great. I'm way better than what I thought I was. No, I'm still a fat piece of shit.
Oh my God.
Now, if there's anybody out there who weighs 327 pounds, you're probably not a fat piece of shit. But I am. I should have said like 550. If I'm 550, but I'm only 547, it's like, oh, okay, I'm doing way better than I thought I was.
Yeah, I mean, Bob's just fat shaming on our podcast now. Hopefully he's not offending people, but
I really hope I'm not. I'm also laying in bed eating tater tots doing a TNA podcast, so like this is the life.
Yeah, so just know if Bob says any jokes like this, he's just projecting about himself. It's okay.
No, 100%. 100%.
Anyway, about Australia here. TNA did start their weekly TV this past week in Australia, but what aired was an edited version of a pay-per-view from June. So the storylines made no sense with the current pay-per-view. The the idea is that the syndicated TV show will air there and be used to build up the pay-per-views. The second pay-per-view in Australia saw the numbers drop from the first show. Andrew McManus, who we know from WWE, has scheduled another WWE tour for the last weekend in May, with shows in Sydney and Melbourne, and a pay-per-view show taped in, I'm going to say this wrong, Auckland, New Zealand, using Sting as the main drawing card and using a lot of TNA talent since they'll be getting exposure there. So you can digest that all here real quick, Bob, but we will probably be covering that WWE show eventually. I think we only got a couple left. We mentioned this every couple times, and we've covered their first, I think, 3 pay-per-views. Check those out in a bonus episodes that are in our archives. They're wonderful shows.
For the syndication shows, are they talking about Explosion?
I think the syndicated show is these edited pay-per-views, which is the problem.
Okay.
Which is not good.
I thought they were gonna be like, we'll show you the March 5th, 2003 Explosion, and then we'll air like the July 3rd, 2002 weekly pay-per-view, and I'd be like, wait, what? That would make no sense.
That would be bad.
Yeah, I didn't know if that's what they were talking about. That'd be hilarious if that was the case. Yeah.
So, interesting nonetheless that I would not be paying for an edited, or I wouldn't watch an edited pay-per-view from June of last year, but that's just me, especially on TV. And my last piece of news is another follow-up, and actually I should have added this previously, but I didn't. So apparently, Sean Davari, who we did mention last week, is the nephew of General Adnan, is not. He's not really the nephew. He just claims that he is.
Oh, my Lord. So Meltzer fucking reported that because of the guy said it as part of his gimmick?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, and just for reference here, Davari is of Iranian descent, while General Adnan is Iraqi.
Oh, okay.
So, just for reference. But that is that's the last piece of news.
He's also from, like, Minnesota.
Well, descent doesn't mean you're from there. So.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I know.
Adnan is not from Minnesota. 2 different things.
Yeah, so I love these follow-up newses that make us sound like complete idiots as I read them, and then find out, hey, he's actually not the nephew. He just says it.
Yeah, he just says it.
Awesome. Feel really great about that. So, but yeah, Bob, that's all I have. So what do we have for independent wrestling news before we get into our usual explosion matches before we get into the show?
All right. So some more than last couple of weeks. There is, looks like 7. Am I counting right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7 people did something of note. One of which will be appearing on the pay-per-view. He might have been on Explosion, so I'm just gonna say it. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a surprise. So it's also been about 20 years, so get over it. Jerry Lynn lost to Chris Sabin and Frankie Kazarian on the March 6th Border City Wrestling show called March Breakdown. That was for the Can-Am television title. He defeated Dino Bambino, it's a great name, on March 7th for IWA Mid-South. And then he defeated Johnny Storm, Juventud Guerrera, and Shark Boy on March 8th at XPW Battle of the Berg. So that sounds fun.
Very interesting.
The Amazing Red lost to Derange on March 8th at USA Pro's March Madness show. And then this gentleman is the one I was referencing. Johnny Storm will be appearing on the pay-per-view tonight. He's been wrestling for XPW, as I've noted, with the Jay Lynn thing there. But also of note, he lost to CM Punk on March 7th for IWA Mid-South. So they've been teasing, at least in the newsletters, that Johnny Storm could be appearing. And that's been going on for months, it seems like. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out this time around. Steve Corino, he's been keeping busy wrestling for 0-1 on a recent tour. Raven continued his independent wrestling outings as he defeated the Sandman on March 8th for USA Pro's March Madness. Mike Sanders, this is like a rare appearance for Sanders on the Indies, I feel like. He defeated Jason Styles on March 7th to win the BTW US title for a show in California. And then lastly, Christopher Daniels retained the ECWA heavyweight title against Loki and Mike Cruel in a three-way Iron Man match on February 22nd. And I say that because we haven't seen Daniels in a while. And outside of his Japan dates, that's the last match he actually had that's documented on Cage Match before this show.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all I got. I want to point out, too, so like Raven and Sandman at the USA Pro March Madness, what's going to end up happening here for a few years is a lot of these TNA guys will wrestle each other on the independents. So you're going to see a lot of repetitive things. So, years from now, when, Jerry Lynn, for instance, like Jerry Lynn against Chris Sabin, we might see that quite a bit years from now on the independents. And I think I remember hearing something that's why the TNA guys would take the bookings, is so that they could just wrestle each other and like have better matches on weekly pay-per-views. So that'll be intriguing to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And actually, you just reminded me of something, and I don't know if I'll. Oh, here we go. I think I just found it. I noticed something recently. So we always post on the subreddit Impact Wrestling when our newest episodes come out. And there's been a user, and I think it's the same user who keeps posting them. It's user the John Barber, and he posts TNA matches outside of TNA, and I think that is like super interesting. Yeah. That's like these independent stuff. So the one he just posted 5 hours ago, as of this recording, is Daniels and AJ Styles. I don't know what show it's at, but it's on Reddit. So he's posted a lot of these, and actually I saw even more of like. He was posting WCW matches outside of WCW on the WCW subreddit and stuff like that, or even on potentially on the Squared Circle one as well. So I think it's cool, and the fact that a lot of these guys are going to fight each other, that just reminded me of that. So I thought I'd share. I think it's pretty interesting thing to be posting.
Well, what's funny too about Daniels and Styles is I couldn't even take a guess as to what match that is, because I'm pretty sure almost every independent company had a Daniels versus Styles match from 2004 to probably 2006. Every single company would do it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they would have great matches, don't get me wrong. But it gets to a point where you're like, really, dude, again?
Yeah, well, I guess if they came to your town, hey, I get to see this live now? Like, that's cool. I could see how that could still have some drawing power, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's kind of like it's kind of like Steen and Generico. In Ring of Honor, it's cool. But when you see it's like in PWG, and then it's, in Northeast Wrestling or something, for example, kind of gets redundant. And then I guess that's in regards to like us, if we follow all these different companies, that it might get a bit much, but
yeah, I see what you mean. Now, Explosion not as stacked this week.
What?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not as stacked for sure. Now, of course, this was Explosion number 23, as it's listed, was taped on March 12th, which is the same day as the show we're about to watch, and it aired on March 15th, 2003. And the matches are as follows. Sonny Siaki defeats Chris Devine, and Brian Lawler and David Flair defeat Scotty Wren and Tank.
Okay. Well, I feel bad for Quiet Storm if he's not getting a job, and Chris Devine is. So,
yeah, kind of interesting, right?
That should tell you something. And then you're telling me that David Flair and Brian Lawler are part of this new stable of guys who attack fucking Jeff Jarrett, and then they appear on Explosion?
Yeah. And now that doesn't mean they're not going to appear on the show tonight, because we have had the other guys wrestle both, but it is kind of interesting, isn't it? I did not expect to see them teaming up on Explosion this week.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't expect that for sure. But if
that makes me want to watch Explosion even more.
Well, that's the thing, is it's airing so close to this that you're starting to see stuff kind of spill over into it in a way, you know?
Yeah.
So once again, Scott D'Amore, please.
That's their first match together.
Yeah, and it's an Explosion, and we don't even get to see it.
Yeah. Unless it is on the show, and we just don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a chance of that. And actually, there was one more dark match. I feel I'll say it now in case something good starts us off in the beginning of the show. Okay. And it was actually an NWA women's title match, believe it or not. Yeah. It's Leilani Kai defeating Madison to win the title.
Madison who?
Just says Madison.
Leilani Kai?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And actually, I did. That reminds me, because I looked her up. She's wrestled pretty much everywhere. In like WCW, she wrestled Alundra Blaze a lot in the WWF.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's why the name sticks out to me.
Yeah, so it is the same person, and she has wrestled a lot of women all over the place. Now, it's very interesting to me because she also was known as Patty Stonegrinder. So I don't know if people know that name more, but
what the fuck is Patty Stonegrinder?
It's the same person. Now, it is interesting, though, because we don't have to talk on this long, but this specific match it's not listed on Cage Match as like a match that happened. But if she won the title, I just find that super interesting.
Well, it was for the NWA?
It was for the NWA women's title. So, I mean, chances that they used it on a different show, I mean, there's potential. However, if you look at her time in the NWA in 2003, there are 2 matches listed, and she is already the champion in both of them because they happen in June and October.
Wait, so how did you know about this if it wasn't on Cage Match?
I get these notes from the Observer.
Oh, so he made note of it there.
Yeah, so I always compare what happened on Explosion versus what happened on what Dave has reported. And so that's how I know which matches happen on Explosion versus if there is like an extra dark match. And in this case, there was, in fact, an extra dark match. We haven't had an extra one in a while. So I was actually pretty surprised to see that. But needless to say, that's all I got.
All right. Well, I don't got anything else. Let's get this on the road. It's time for the March 12th, 2003 pay-per-view, weekly pay-per-view, Asylum, Nashville, Tennessee. Go to Fight TV, watch it on the app, or find it in your personal collection. And hopefully, whatever happens this week is enjoyable. So I'm going to count down from 5, and then when I say play, hit the play button. And then for the next roughly hour and probably 53 minutes, we'll enjoy some classic TNA wrestling. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go. We're getting some flashbacks of Jarrett beating up Russo when his kids are saying, "You weren't there. You're
not there. You're not there."
I'm gonna wait till we see the crowd to say the number because it feels more exciting. But I do have a number.
I'm gonna say it's 950. No,
okay.
Wait, 1100.
Okay, hold on to that thought here as we're just getting. If this goes more than like 2 minutes, I'll just tell you. But which it probably will.
It's a Russo video package, so I'm gonna almost guarantee it's gonna go over 2 minutes.
I mean, it's probably a really good guess that it will, yeah. But
yeah, they're just reminding us that he quit. Which is a shocker because Vince Russo never quits a wrestling company. He never just walks out.
No, he wouldn't do that, especially not here in the NWA TNA.
No, he knows how to handle politics and, stand his ground. He doesn't just take his ball and go home.
No, I can't imagine why he would.
No.
Oh, shit. And now we're starting to see Eric Watts. Remember when I threw you through the table last week and no one gave a shit because I'm Eric Watts? Well, yeah, that happened.
You know what you did, Jeff. Remember when I was the quarterback of Louisville? And you weren't?
Yeah. You were double J. Did you help me out, Jeff?
Well, you know what? He could have, because as you remember, Dallas, on Icopod, didn't we see Techno Team 2000?
Oh, yeah, we did.
And he was part of that. So Jeff
Oh.
could have been like, oh, let's get Eric.
Wait, I forgot about that, Bob. Damn it. Am I an Eric Watts fan because I like Techno Team 2000?
Wait, you did?
I thought they were cool. Why not?
Oh, my God.
Well, compared to the other shit we're watching there, I mean, it wasn't bad. And here's their styles in the locker room of Jeff Jarrett, and now interfering in the end of the Clockwork Orange match because Jarrett came out and attacked Raven because Raven demanded his title shot now, and was doing his typical whining. And now, remember, I forgot about this.
Oh,
They
yeah,
pulled
there's
out
the NWA title, yeah.
They pulled out the NWA title, a different one, out of the bag. Clearly a replica, we're saying, because why wouldn't it be? And here's Eric Watts with a baseball bat. It's Sting!
Well, what if David Flair was able to get Ric Flair's like legitimate first NWA World title? Do you think Ric Flair would let that happen?
I mean, honestly, we just saw the Naturals coat. I'd be also surprised if Dustin let Vince Russo have that. So,
yeah, I mean, Ric Flair is never home, so David probably could have just taken it, and then Rick would never know.
yeah. Well, here's our opening packages. Oh, okay. Well, we just immediately cut to the arena. Okay, well, we're in the arena. Jeff Jarrett got a haircut finally, it looks like. And Bob, we got another sellout crowd here tonight, 1,300.
Damn it. So that just means in 2 weeks' time they won't.
Yeah.
Kick it down, Jeff. The bat's not going to work that way.
It's locked. There's a lock on it. He's trying to break into the sex locker room.
Is he supposed to like bust it down and he couldn't do it?
No, the security's here now. So I'm going to say, oh, he wants Watts out here. So he's saying Watts is in this weird locker room now.
Wait, so Watts is part of sex?
No, sex is gone.
No, they're not.
But I guess that would, I'm saying they're gone.
Well, that's still their locker room.
Look, here's Jarrett walking behind him. Oh, look. Oh, he's yelling at Mike Tenay down west. You tell him I'm going to kick his ass. Get him out here right now. And it's funny because Jeff Jarrett now has a baseball bat, which he was attacked with last week by Eric Watts.
That's right. He should have a guitar. So is Jeff Jarrett now the Stone Cold Stinger Jeff Jarrett?
Oh, yeah. He's the icon Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett.
There
tonight.
you go. That's even better. I like it.
Now, unfortunately, Don West is wearing his mustard shiny shirt tonight, and there's about a 8-year-old girl chanting TNA behind them, which I think is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, she doesn't know. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not even Lollipop.
No, dude, this is the other one. I don't know, dude. She's moving up on the rankings. Hey, here comes Konnan. Which, as of this recording, I don't think any more news has come out, but he was hospitalized recently.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even know what happened.
Yeah, so hopefully all the best for Konnan there. I believe he's got some kidney issues, and I hope that by the time this episode comes out, I hope we got better news.
Oh, kidney issues. That sucks.
Okay, he's speaking Spanish, which unfortunately I took German in high school, so I do not know what he's saying.
You took German? Are you serious?
Yes.
Who the hell takes German?
I did. So what's he saying, Bob?
Oh my! I don't know. I was in special learning. I didn't even take a foreign language.
Oh,
he's
introducing Damien and Halloween.
Oh, they're champions. EMLL.
Yeah, they're was it trios champions, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Okay, so now Dallas, you're not going to know which one is which. That's Hollow Wicked right there, and that's Damien 666.
Bob, you underestimate me. I do know who Damien 666 is.
Yeah, bullshit.
And I could have guessed the other one was Halloween because his fucking face paint was orange and black.
Well, you know what? You're the same guy who didn't know who Nikita Koloff was.
That's not true.
Okay.
Here comes Jerry Lynn and
so how am I supposed
David
to know
Young.
that you're going to know who Hollow Wicked is from freaking
It's not
Mexico?
Hollow Wicked. It's not Hollow Wicked. That's Chikara.
Or what's his Halloween? Whatever.
Yeah, it's Halloween. Get it right. If someone heard you just say that and they're going to be pissed.
Halloween. It
Does
should have been Hollow Wicked.
Does Halloween still wrestle? He did.
Probably.
Halloween and Damien 666 are still wrestling at least of 2020.
How do you know Hollow Wicked from Shakara and you don't know Nikita Koloff?
That's not fucking true.
Holy crap, man.
Well, David Young's starting us off here.
I mean, that's kind of impressive that you know those guys, not Koloff, but whatever.
God.
Is there a reason why David Young is teaming with Jerry Lynn this week, or what?
Well,
I thought you said it's gonna be him and Tony Mom. Oh, nice spine buster there by David Young.
Well, that was the talk last few weeks back. Oh, I thought he was about to get a cover off a spine buster there, but he didn't. And he's in the ring with Damien 666 now. Oh, the Extreme Latin American Tag Team Champions or something. They were in WCW before. Today is saying trained in Tijuana.
Yeah, did you know that they were in WCW?
I feel like I knew that Damien was, but I didn't know about Halloween.
Yeah, well, if you would watch, WCW Worldwide from 1997, you probably would know that.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm pretty sure that he had a couple of good matches with Chris Jericho on
sure
Worldwide in 1999. So take that.
Honestly, Halloween, like, I don't know. His name is Halloween. At least Damien 666 is like, oh, that's kind of scary. This guy's, I'm Halloween.
Yeah, his face is also painted as a pumpkin. I don't know if I can take that very seriously.
Well, that part, I like that part. And now Konnan is on commentary. Did I say that already? But he is.
Well, you just did now.
Oh, Jerry Lynn's a mark, he says.
This sucks. I'm watching Cops again, but I think they have the same 8 episodes on Pluto TV, so I gotta change it.
Turn that shit off.
Screw you, man. I think I'm gonna watch. You know what? I'll watch the Impact channel.
I was actually watching that the other day. I was watching Lockdown 2013.
What is Impact Weekly? I'm not interested in that. All right, I'll just leave it here.
Belly to
Belly by David Young. Has David Young figured out how to be an entertaining wrestler? He might have.
I don't know, actually. I mean, it is David Young. I'd be surprised if we see David Young too much longer, to be honest with you. Although, that being said, as Jerry Lynn is coming in here doing clotheslines. What?
You're funny.
What I was going to mention is...
that was the slowest Hurricane I've ever seen in my life by Jerry Lynn.
Me and Bob just had this discussion of it's shocking how long people are staying because,
Jesus.
Jerry Lynn essentially did a drop toe hold to Halloween and then slid him under the bottom rope.
I didn't know. I thought David Young was about to do a springboard moonsault into the ring or something, but he just hit a crossbody to the floor.
I thought he was going to do a shooting star press, but hey.
Yeah, something nuts.
Oh, Konnan dropping the headset. Jerry Lynn's up on the top rope because he looks like Konnan is going over where David Young is. He just drop kicked his knee. Is Damien?
Muscle buster.
Yeah, muscle buster. Yeah. A pin attempt to the ring, but we didn't see him kick out because we were focusing on David Young being hurt on the outside.
Well, that's the same knee that he probably got hurt in that elimination match or whatever.
That's a good point that Tony Mamaluke worked on, even though they're supposed to be buddies.
Yeah. Now, Dallas, you just said that you don't think we'll see David Young much longer.
I don't know. I feel like he's someone I would know before we have done this podcast, and I don't know if I knew who he was before this.
All right. Well, what if I were to tell you he's in the company until about 2006?
Holy crap. Dude, I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, he's there for a while. David Young being helped backstage. He's leaving his partner high and dry here.
Well, the good thing is that I don't mind David Young. That's really surprising to me.
Yeah, he had about 4. I mean, because he first appeared in 2002, so he's got about 4 years.
Now, listen, I'm going to say it right now. Out of all of Konnan's friends he's brought up, Jerry Lynn with a pin, a roll-up on Damien 666. Well, Mexico's most wanted. Konnan.
Wait, that's their team name? Is Mexico's most wanted?
That's what it's listed as. I don't know if they necessarily came out to that on here, but.
Well, how do we not have a match against America's most wanted?
Ain't that the truth?
Konnan's pissed. He's slapping his guys around.
I was gonna say, out of all of Konnan's friends that he's brought, these two have been my least favorite so far. Even the SAT's better.
No, SATs was just weird.
Well, it was weird to like that they did the team, but I like them better than them. Jerry Lynn just tried to stop Konnan, but look at he attacks Jerry Lynn from behind. Uh-oh. Yo.
Rolling Thunder Lariat. Oh, I thought he was about to pin him, but he's just gonna beat him up more.
Oh, so this is the most physical Konnan has gotten so far, besides hitting people with a kendo stick.
He looks like he's moving around pretty good. I thought he was gonna be more stagnant. Yeah,
dude. Yeah. Oh, I think of Konnan of like 2020 where he can barely walk.
I enjoy Konnan like 96, 97 WCW when he's beating up Juventud and all those guys. That's some good Konnan. But once he gets into like the wolf pack, it's like he's just
dole.
I just spit on him. That ain't right.
That's rude. Oh, send it backstage to Goldley. God damn it. Oh,
you're a marked man. Then she screams.
So yeah, she's walking. She was walking with Eric Watson. Goes, yeah, you're a marked man. And then literally, yeah, as Bob said, started screaming as Jeff Jarrett runs in
with his baseball bat. That's funny. So he wasn't even here.
Look, Jeff Jarrett dropped the bat.
Okay, you know, I didn't know if he had a bat. Oh, he's laughing. Where's he going? You know what? I know what's going to happen here, Dallas. Baseball bat on a pole match.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the quarterback at the University of Louisville.
Today? Can we just... They need to be honest on commentary. Yeah, he was a quarterback at Louisville. He sucked, okay? They were not good when he was quarterback.
Well, he's the son of famous wrestler Cowboy Bill Watts, so... He always got a mic. Listen to me, Jarrett.
He's a former ECW wrestler as well, Eric Watts.
Oh, I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah. It was a really random thing that... Oh,
well, look at...
Security is horrible.
Oh, fucking A. They both do have baseball bats.
Oh, they do have baseball bats.
Look at Burt Prentice trying to get in the ring because he's going to do much.
He's not even in the ring yet. He's stuck on the middle rope.
And I believe one of these guys, yeah, that was Chris Vaughn, who was just running after Jarrett, I believe.
Yeah.
Who they introduced as the future and is literally a security guard.
Yeah. Him and that Rick Santel guy.
Yeah.
I don't even have, do you see Rick Santel? I don't see
No,
him.
I didn't see Rick Santel. I was also just looking at that referee. We have a new referee, and I don't know who he is.
I didn't see him. I think
that
Chris
guy.
Vaughn. Oh, that's Posey.
That's Posey. That's Posey?
Yeah.
Shit.
Chris Vaughn successfully took a bat away. So at least someone did his job. Borash is standing on the ring steps telling the crowd to chant louder.
Dude, I hate when he does that. It's so obvious.
It's very noticeable.
Oh, Goldilocks standing by with someone else now. This should be
X-Division champ.
Kid Kash with Trinity. Knocking him out one by one. Oh, tonight he's going to give his fans something special. Oh, he's taking down 2 by 1 tonight. Oh, look at this. Amazing Red. Hey, Kash.
Hey, sir.
All you be talking about is you. And I just want to let you know, my babysitter let me out tonight, and I'm ready for a shot at the title.
It's winter break for high school, and that means I can stay up past 10. And that means I'm beating you tonight for the title.
Ooh, Amazing Red. What is this visual?
Taken hostage by an
oppressed dictator, held captive by a tyrannical something. It's going fast now. After 5 years.
Is this real? What is this?
And handcuffs are off. The chains of captivity have been broken. What is this? Tonight he's free. Who? Oh!
D'Lo Brown! Oh, whoa! Okay. Are you down? Oh, shit. He's right there. Okay.
He's literally already walking out.
Holy crap.
Okay, well, this is a great moment to let everyone know that D'Lo Brown, it was in the newsletter, that he would have been already shown up by the time you were reading the newsletter, which is why I didn't say nothing.
I'm glad you didn't say nothing. I had no idea that was going to be fucking D'Lo Brown. At least not debut that way.
To be honest with you, I thought that was about to be a Sean Davari thing.
Oh, okay. That would have fit.
And I like D'Lo's shirt that has the little tiny D'Lo logo on it.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm just gonna be open with everyone right now. Are you down with D'Lo Brown? Uh,
Well,
I'm
doesn't
not.
it say like, are you down with the Brown?
Bob, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the biggest D'Lo Brown fan, and I'm hoping maybe
Yeah,
watching some of this, I could change my mind. But
of course you're not.
however, I do really enjoy his commentary in 2021 with Matt Stryker on Impact Wrestling. It's pretty damn good.
So TNA is officially becoming more and more like Sunday Night Heat between 1999 and 2002, and I'm living for it. We have Brian Lawler, D'Lo Brown, Raven, Jeff Jarrett was a regular on Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, there we go.
Fantastic.
That's all we need then. Might as well do a Heat podcast while we're at it. Start seeing the crossover.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Okay, he's got them like, you know what? Are you down with the Brown?
5-minute Heat episodes. I don't think anybody's been wondering what he's going to say with a live mic, D'Lo.
Well, people have been asking him for a while, just so you know.
No, I haven't.
It's live television. What is D'Lo Brown going to say? What secrets are you going to tell? Are you going to tell us that Vince McMahon doesn't like when you chew loudly while he's eating steak?
Or he looks at you differently if you sneeze.
No, he kicks you out of the room if you sneeze.
Yeah, you can't control your sneeze.
Oh, they don't mean a damn to him, so he don't care about that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He doesn't ever go back, right?
No, he does.
He does go back?
Yeah, he goes back in like 2007, I think. And then again in 2009.
It to WWE?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, 2007, he had like a thing with Santino. It was very brief.
I don't remember that at all.
And I think in 2009, he came back too.
The next thing I remember about D'Lo is him being in Aces and Eights.
Oh my God, that's funny. I don't think you can get the job done, D'Lo.
Wow, harsh words here.
D'Lo's not a team player. Ooh.
Oh, D'Lo, we don't think you're good enough. So he's just saying all this stuff that he's heard.
He's not a team player. He freaking dressed up as an Arab with fucking headbanger Mosh.
Jeez.
With Tiger Ali Singh. Sounds like a team player to me.
Then he disappeared. Are you down? Oh. Oh. He said, we don't think you can cut a promo the right way. So that's how he's... And then going down to the minor leagues to teach people. That's absolutely a load of crap.
Well, wait, if they're saying he can't cut promos, why would they send him to like OVW to teach them how to do promos?
Well, that's what he's saying. It literally doesn't make any sense. He was tired of the backstage politicking. He's tired of this and that. So now he wants to fight Jeff Jarrett for the NWA title. I'm just taking a guess. He didn't say that yet.
So Jeff Jarrett, remember when we wrestled at SummerSlam 1999? Well,
Eric
here,
Watts.
you son of a bitch. I'm back. And I want my European title back. I swear to God, if he feuds with like Brian Lawler or something, I'm gonna throw my computer against the wall. I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it, dude. Because he's about to say, Jarrett, I never had the world title before.
No, I know. No, he's gonna be like, Raven, we've had 23 matches on Heat, and it's not even yet, and I want to wrestle you here tonight.
So he's saying he was promised that all the playing fields would be level, essentially. Equal. There's nothing more than a bunch of guys who are busting their ass.
I know who's going to feud with first.
Who's that?
Ron Killings.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Because it's like those have you ever seen Not Another Team movie?
Ugh, it's been so long, dude.
I think it's that movie. Well, anyway, like all the characters are at a party, right? And there's two black guys. But the second guy walks in and the first guy's like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, what? He's like,
jeez.
There's only supposed to be one of us here.
Oh, shit. Sonny Siaki.
I was wrong on everything. It's going to be fucking Sonny Siaki.
But listen,
Damn it.
listen, they're playing Sonny Siaki's theme song. I don't think he's really used this song in a while, has he?
Not since he joined Sex.
Yeah.
I don't think he had.
And he's wearing all white pants, white button-up shirt. Dude looks like he's going to vacation to Hawaii. Now, he's the ace in the hole.
No sex shirt. He came up from the Sex locker room, though.
Yes, he did come through the crowd, so still kind of got that feel. D'Lo Brown. Ace in the hole, Sonny Siaki.
I knew that was going to be the birth of his fucking nickname when Russo said it.
I don't mind that nickname.
No, I don't either, but I just knew that. Figures.
Oh, he's like, you want to become a superstar in NWA TNA? Yeah, damn right. The only way that's going to happen, he says. Oh, if you join the #1 faction in the world today, joining Sports Entertainment Extreme. Okay.
It's still alive.
So we're wrong. I keep saying it's gone, but apparently it's very real. Is he going to do it? Look at he's thinking about it. He's like, damn, I haven't had sex in a while. I could join sex.
Oh, God.
He's like, he knows that this is what Vince Russo would want. Now, do we think that's accurate? Would Vince Russo want D'Lo Brown with him?
Probably. They're good friends.
Wait a second. He said, do you want to join the Elite? The Elite.
The elite. What's this? The Young Bucks? They're 12 years old, and they're in here super kicking everybody. I'm annoyed that D'Lo hasn't done his head bobbing yet.
He did when he came out.
Yeah, but he doesn't do enough. He's doing more.
He's like, no disrespect, but I don't know you, and you don't damn well know me.
Dog.
Are you down with D'Lo Brown?
Dog.
Hold on, dog. He said, I don't know if you heard me. I'm not here to be part of any group or any clique. He's like, he did that at his other job.
I'm having a tough time buying into D'Lo Brown shooting.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh,
If this was like 3 years ago, maybe.
But no thanks, dog. Thanks, but no thanks. Sonny Siaki's like, okay, no problem. I'm about to hit you, though, so hold on just a second.
I'm going to distract you and then have the Harris brothers come out because, they're racist and they love doing this.
Oh, no. No.
That's what they're going to do.
Talking about Teddy Long. He's like,
What?
something about Teddy Long? Oh! He was about to say something. The more I thought about it, the more you're one stupid something. And as Sonny Siaki's getting beat up,
Sky high.
Sonny Siaki booted the microphone. It's actually ringside, though. I'm surprised. D'Lo climbing to the top rope here. Bob, what's this move?
It's going to be Frog Splash.
Oh, I didn't know if you called it something else. Okay.
It's a low down.
Okay, well, D'Lo Brown is here in the NWA TNA.
I mean, the crowd fucking went nuts for that.
Oh, crowd's excited. And you know what? I'm going to open my heart and my eyes to D'Lo Brown here in TNA. And just like Austin became a fan of Tatanka, I'm going to try to become a fan of D'Lo Brown.
Well, that took Austin about 1.5 years.
Well, I'm not as stubborn, so.
To do that. These women. Okay.
Just for everyone following along, we were at 25 minutes and 25 seconds.
That is very true. This one girl has definitely stepped up her game.
Oh, dude, yeah, she's a much better dancer. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Goldilocks does the same dance moves. That girl mixes it up.
It's not Goldilocks. It's Lollipop.
Lollipop. Sorry.
Kid Kash. I'm the X Division champion. 3-way puts Kash at disadvantage.
Well,
that was a Juventud Guerrera.
I was thinking the same thing.
But it's Johnny Storm. Amazing rip. First pin wins.
I don't really love those match graphics, but whatever.
I didn't either. That must be Johnny Storm's music. I've never heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know really who this guy is much. I just heard his name in these newsletters, and you've mentioned him before, but...
I'm pretty sure he's just a regular in England, really.
In England?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's 23 here.
Oh, young.
He looks super young, so.
Absolutely nobody cares.
Yeah, no, they don't give a shit, unfortunately. And he is still active, it looks like, or at least as of 2020. Amazing Red has a new theme song, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, this is a new song. Now, I just wanted to look where Johnny Storm wrestled, and Bob, just take a look. I literally can't list everything off because there's so
Holy
many.
fuck, man.
I mean, this dude goes everywhere. He did wrestle in XPW, which I think you mentioned that already, right?
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, I'm seeing. Obviously here in TNA. Here comes
Lollipop has got some major underboob showing.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I was learning more about Johnny Storm.
Yeah. I have hopes for this. This could be potentially good. I don't really remember seeing much of Johnny Storm at all. I just know who he is.
Well, this is one of my favorite parts about watching these shows is I don't know who he is, so I'm excited to see what's about to happen. I really enjoy finding new talent like this, so I think it'd be cool.
Does JB really have to do the boxing thing when we've already had the introductions?
They shouldn't have done the introductions already, unless did they not call their names when they came out. I know TNA was talking, but
I feel like TNA already did. When he's like, "Oh, here's Amazing Red. Oh, here's Kid Kash and Johnny Storm." Good. Nobody cares about Johnny Storm. He's getting booed a little bit, but no.
he is. So his nickname's what? The Wonder Kid, right? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
From Brooklyn.
So I wonder, do we see the SATs ever again? Because we haven't seen him since the Konnan thing.
I don't know. Let me take a look.
I would have to think we do. I don't think they're gone this early.
I feel like we do.
Trinity has got the biggest reaction out of the three guys in the ring. X Division champion. That belt probably costs about $15 to make.
Hey, you knock your shit off with stuff like that, dude.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Jeez, how many weeks ago was it that they were here?
Probably almost like a month, right?
Wow. Okay. Well, I can't remember what the exact show, so I'm gonna look it up for us though here. Okay, here we go.
So with triple threat matches, all three men are in the ring at the same time. Kash and Red are acting like Storm's not even there. Oh, now Kash is like, "Oh, hey Johnny, how you doing?" What the hell was that?
Well, as this match starts, I do have a follow-up, and we do see them again.
Oh, okay.
However, it appears their next appearance will be their last.
Really?
I won't say when. We'll get there, and I will mention it again once we get to the show. But look at this, trying to go through a three-way drop kick, but everyone doesn't do it, and they all kick up except Johnny Storm, who could barely get back to his feet.
Yeah, he kind of flubbed that a little bit. Don West saying these are the three of the greatest high flyers that we've ever seen, but we haven't seen Johnny Storm before. So I don't know how we can claim that. Oh, Red flipping off Kid Kash.
Whoa, I did not expect a double turn during this match, but here we are. Amazing Red has just turned heel, and Johnny Storm's going to turn face.
Well, Kid Kash is he's a face, ain't he?
Yeah, but he's going to stay that way. He's got Trinity. How can you boo him? Johnny Storm. Oh,
what the fuck was that?
Holy shit. Johnny Storm almost just broke Amazing Red's neck with a reverse suplex.
Yeah, that was nice. Aside from like the botched a little bit, but
Kash throwing Storm against the ropes. He's sliding underneath the legs, catches his foot, Insaguri.
He's a TWA British
welterweight champion.
Yeah, welterweight champion.
Here goes. Red's on the top rope. Johnny Storm, top rope. Ho!
What the
Whoa!
fuck? God damn it.
He just Hurricane Rounded Red, who landed on Kid Kash, and then he powerbombed Red. He caught him.
For a 2 count.
Whoa.
Jesus.
They're begging for a replay. Don West and Mike
they
Tenay are like, can we please see that? Please.
Well, you know what's funny is I'm noticing this match is Mike Tenay, as Kash has dropped Storm over his knee, head first. Mike Tenay has a lot of word vomit.
He is in this one.
Like, I know you're introducing Johnny Storm to us, but holy mother of hell, you just like listed almost every championship he's ever held.
No, so we know who he is. Red duck and a clothesline by Kash, kicking him in like the kidneys, their lower back. Going for Code Red. Hits it. Kicks out at 2, though.
This hasn't been a very crisp match so far.
No. Nope.
Storm the spots that they've been doing are enjoyable. It's just like one hit, like a minor hiccup on every move.
Yes. Oh, look at it. Storm jumping up to the second rope.
What the fuck
nice.
was that? Like a
middle rope
flatliner.
Yeah. That was nice.
1, 2, Kash breaks that up. That's right, yes. Don. Kash could lose this belt without even getting pinned. If I was Vince Russo, who I know is not on the show, but I'd come out and be like, you know what? Let's make it a 4-way. Trinity, you're in. Oh, God. Oh. Poison Rana. What sell was that?
I don't know, but that was really nice by Johnny Storm.
Don West continues to ask for replays, and they're just like, no.
They're not doing it. I bet you what we're going to get is at the end of the match, we'll get like a big highlight clip package kind of.
As they should, instead of doing it in the match, like during the match. Like we just saw, we don't need constant replays.
Yeah, so we were just chopping each other back and forth between Storm and Kash, who then Kash just gave him a nice right hand. And then another slap up against the ropes there. Kicks Red in the face. Storm holding the rope for the Irish whip, but breaks it up. Oh!
Oh, my God.
Red did a nice drop toe hold, and now Johnny Storm hits with the 718, I believe it is, right? Yep.
Yeah.
He's calling for it. He is the master of the Hurricane Rana. So, of course, he's going to go all the way across the ring and do a coast-to-coast. And, no, he did like a senton all the way across the ring and lands on Johnny Storm's nuts.
Yeah, he did like a somersault, like, drop kick across the ring.
Wait a second, Bob. They just reacted as if they just showed a replay, but we didn't see a replay.
Right.
So there is more production issues here, guys, because they just were like, oh, look at how precision this is as they're all laying on the mat.
Yeah, and I want to point out, like, this is the original. Yeah, we're not getting a split screen. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, because Tenay's
saying that's what the split screen is for, as Red and Kid Kash cross-body each other.
Do they not know that we're not getting replays?
Yeah, that's not good. That's bad.
Because that's funny, because he's saying that's what the split screen's for, and if I'm a viewer, I'm like, there wasn't one. What are you talking about? All three men are on their knees trading right hands now. And chops. Oh, Red with a kick to Storm. That staggers him. He's going to the top rope. This is going to be dangerous. Oh, God. Well, okay. You know what, Red? You don't need to do the fucking weird somersault back bump thing every match now.
That one was nuts, though.
That was like a double release German.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Now let's look at the replay. Oh, wow, look how crazy this is. Oh, just kidding. No one can see it.
Oh, yeah. JK. Trinity hasn't done anything in this match, which is a bit surprising.
She hasn't, dude. She hasn't done shit in, like, months at this point.
Yeah, it feels like it. She's been more reserved now that she's with Kash. She probably had to do all the work for Quiet Storm and Divine because, they suck.
Honestly, though, she really, since she has been with Kash, she hasn't really done anything.
Yeah.
At least not during his matches is what we should say.
God damn it. So Storm just countered a wheelbarrow attempt with a twisting DDT. That sends Kash to the floor. Red clotheslining Storm to prevent him from doing a dive onto Kash, probably. Kash is laying on the ground. I don't know what he was going to do to him. Oh, here comes Red.
Oh.
He did like a twisting dive, but it was more like his knee just hitting Kash in the head.
Oh, he spoke
Trinity.
too soon.
Lita. Oh. She landed like right on her left knee.
Well, Red didn't catch her.
No one caught her on that. Oh God.
Oh my
God,
God,
Johnny.
dude.
Right on Trinity's face.
Yeah, so Johnny Storm just jumped out on Trinity and literally squished her.
Yeah, the referee knows something's up there. He just checked on Trinity real quick. Kash rams Red knee on the rampway there. He doesn't even care about Trinity. He's just going to go for Storm. She's got to be hurt, dude. That right on her face. Wow. In the ring, Kash has got Storm boot to the face. He's on the middle rope. Springboard moonsault. That was not a cross body block. It was a moonsault today, and that's a 2 count. Trinity's she's not really recovering at all from that.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy turn of events out on the outside of the ring there.
I'm kind of glad though they held off on Trinity doing something, because when she does something, it's going to be cooler.
What the fuck?
How did he take him over for a Hurricanrana when his legs weren't even on his head?
Well, because he was supposed to, and Kash just kind of went with it.
The hell is that?
I'm sorry, but Storm has been very sloppy in this match. So if I'm in the back and I'm watching this, I'd be like, well, thanks for being in town, but see ya never.
Well, at least like not right now. Maybe when you're more seasoned or something.
Well, because there's definitely like potential here, but man.
Yeah. Oh, he avoided a kick. What's Kash doing now? He's going to go for the Moneymaker?
Oh, his head landed on his knee, not in a pile driver.
It was like a running Moneymaker. Red didn't do anything after he got his knee rammed on the aisle, so he must be selling a knee injury.
Yeah, well, Kid Kash is still your X Division champion. So even though that was a little sloppy, I was pretty entertained. They had my attention.
There's some crazy shit in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Which is what you would expect from X Division, so that probably served its purpose. It's nice to see Trinity's alive. She's
standing, but I'm still a little worried about how she got smushed. Oh, Red's pushing.
Whoa. Why is he going after the girl?
Trinity. Well,
what the fuck is Red doing?
Oh. Kid Kash, what is happening?
Oh.
Kash just whipped Red against the guardrail. Like, why are you touching her?
I'm so confused.
Well, things were getting personal there between Red and
going
Trinity.
After the girl. That makes no sense. He was probably mad that she got involved, right?
I would assume
that is the biggest blow pop I've ever seen in my life. All right, Lollipop, we get it.
Oh, Goldilocks is in the back.
All right, there's Lollipop. I'm going to call this girl Tootsie.
Tootsie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Goldilocks is in the sex locker room. She's like, well, I thought sex was a family. He goes, ask these guys where my backup is, and there's Triple X. Here's Mike Sanders and Glenn coming in late, like pulling the Kevin Nash.
Oh
Mike Sanders, Siaki, going at it now.
Gilberti's hair is driving me nuts. The Harris brothers are the only ones sporting a sex shirt, so that's good.
Yeah. Nah. Goes, why are you here, Elix? He goes, because it's prime time.
That's funny.
Oh, you guys keep going back and forth to Japan? He goes, don't question our commitment to sex. We're carrying it all over the world.
I doubt they have sex shirts in Japan.
I've known Vince Russo more than all you guys. Oh, great. Harris brothers are in action, we just found out. Also, Daniels just insinuated it seemingly could be him and Loki tonight.
Which I don't think it should be. A Skipper should be the one involved.
Yeah, absolutely. All this fighting and crap. I'm sick of this. Would you listen to Glenn Gilberti if he was the one giving you a hype speech to get you going?
No.
Especially with his hair like that?
Yeah, no. I don't even know if I would believe Sonny Siaki. I wouldn't listen to Loki because I wouldn't believe that his voice was real.
Yeah.
Or his body.
Oh, wait, who's that new girl in the back? Oh, wait, no, that's, what's her name? That's the girl who was here last week.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah, the girl that was showing her boobs a little bit. She must be dating Sanders. That's probably what it is.
I think it might be. Okay, well, here come the Harris brothers. Representing Sports Entertainment Extreme, JB introduces them as. Oh, we got the low camera angle to make them look real big.
Yeah, look tall.
Heavy D and Ron.
Who could these guys be wrestling tonight?
I always get nervous.
They all have different music. They don't have the sex music.
No, they got their Harris brother music.
Interesting.
Which, if you knew there was Harris brother music, then you're a bigger fan than I am.
That should be at the end of the episode, the Harris brother music this week. Oh, Sandman. Who was he teaming with? Oh, Steve Corino. Cool. What is on Corino's tights?
I don't know.
Something in them or something. Oh, a beer? It's a beer. He's got 2 beers. Wait a minute. Sandman, was it XPW you tried to get a raise from?
Yes.
Is that guy even 21?
Well, actually, that's a fun story that you just said that, because my cousin at the 2CW show that Sandman was at was under 21, and Sandman still gave him beer.
Well, there's probably a statute of limitations on that, right?
Oh, yeah, but there was cops there who were like, that shouldn't be happening.
That guy's definitely over the age of 21. Is Corino with him in the crowd, or is he just no, I want to stay on the aisle?
Corino usually goes in the crowd with him, so.
Really?
I do like that he's wearing a Raven shirt.
Yeah, I thought they were feuding.
He's just pouring beer on people.
I mean, that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're into that kind of thing. Corino's just in the ring by himself.
In the ring. This is not a good idea, Steve. It's just you. Double clothesline. Stunner. I don't know if that was supposed to be a stunner. DDT. Okay, he's going for all the 90s finishers here. Come on, Steve. Sandman's just made it to the H-bomb.
No. Oh, no.
Are you...
Well, they got the 3 because Sandman never even made it into the ring. Wow.
You're joking me. That was less than a minute.
Dude. I can't even believe that just happened. Okay, so Corino Sandman next week, right?
I don't know. That sucked.
Now, I just want to say something real quick as they start brawling in the crowd. If you have that Raven shirt, and it happens to be in about a size medium, send us a DM.
You're obsessed with that stuff.
That's a cool-ass Raven shirt.
Dallas, what if I were to tell you that is Steve Corino's final TNA appearance?
Oh, no, Bob. No.
Yeah, we'll never see him again.
Doesn't he make an appearance later on or no?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay. Then I'm thinking of someone else, but damn it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
That's really disappointing.
It's the way it goes, my friend. I wonder if, losing to a the Harris brothers in under 45 seconds was a contributing factor. I'm sure he was rather like, I'd rather wrestle for Ring of Honor in Japan than do stupid jobs in Nashville for under a minute.
Yeah, just so you know, that match went 29 seconds.
That's just spectacular. Now, judging by this wild brawl here with a bunch of weapons, you'd think that this feud would be continuing.
No, if I'm going to take a guess, someone's going to get thrown off of this balcony, but maybe that's just me.
Well, if this is Carino's final appearance, it might be Carino.
There is no table set up, though, but...
That's true. Well, maybe he lands right on the concrete.
Yeah.
Who into the wall? I'm surprised Carino isn't busted open considering all the weapons he's been hit with. Oh, that might do it. Oh, into the cage. That was probably for the Clockwork Orange.
I think it was.
Did Carino blade? He did.
Did he?
He sure did. After the trash can shot.
Jesus.
That son of a bitch.
What are these little boxes they just keep breaking?
Well, who knows? Yeah, he's definitely bleeding. Kudos for Carino that he's just... Is that the soapbox? No.
Is that the soapbox? It might be.
No, it's not. It's too big.
Okay. Well, Carino's like dead. Sandman's like kind of up, and he's got his kendo stick, and
Sandman's just drunk. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Dude, he's got no idea. He just got hit in the head with another trash can.
There's security again. Just always late to the show here.
Where do they keep pulling all these little boxes from to keep breaking? Like what?
I have no idea. Carino laid out. We'll never see him again. What a shame. Hopefully that's in the Observer, like we find out why.
That sucks.
Yeah. But what doesn't suck is Lollipop.
Well, that's not true. She usually has a lollipop in her mouth.
So yeah. She doesn't suck in the negative sense.
Hey, the NWA Sportatorium at how do you say this?
Key Sport.
Yeah. What Bob said.
You can definitely tell I probably got a boob job.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is the first week I'm like, oh yeah. Yep, she got those fixed up.
Mike Sanders with goalie locks.
He's wearing a sex shirt now. He finally got dressed.
That's true.
He called Hollywood in. Come here.
Okay. He just looked down Hollywood's shirt there.
You don't even know who your opponent is.
It's a mystery. Who could it be?
Well, he said he's like, we like to bring an enhancement talent. Maybe it's Jonah again. We haven't seen Jonah since he lost to Mike Sanders.
I think it's going to be Tatanka.
Oh.
Oh.
Glenn is like, wait, people think I'm a clown, but I've actually done something in this business before. Oh, he said, just because you're Kevin Nash's buddy doesn't mean a thing. Oh, because then you'd be up with Kevin Nash right now. This is getting heated between Glenn and Mike Sanders. Maybe it's Glenn.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I thought they were friends.
He's like, do I need to explain you your role? And that's to put the X in sex.
Yeah, that's an ass.
Okay. She's like, yeah, you make yourself clear.
She just said that she has one opportunity to show off her assets. Does that mean she's got to show her tits and ass?
So it'd be, hey, here comes Dusty Rhodes, the American.
Is that who Sanders is wrestling? No, he's not.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's a good point.
Well, actually, Dusty Rhodes' gear is just jeans and a shirt, so he could be wrestling.
It still could be him.
Yeah.
Now, if this is any indication, I would assume that one guy should be coming out and confronting him again.
That one guy. Nikita Koloff, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You're a real piece of shit. This guy.
This is going to be at least a 10 to 15 minute promo, right? Wow, they've extra added rows around ringside.
For what?
For all the people. So you don't have to stand. Dusty is a legend, if you will.
No. If you will.
Well, that's not how they spelled it, so.
If you will, baby. A frickus.
I was like, what?
A frickus.
Is there a frickus going on around here? Vince Russo, I haven't forgotten about you. We got Sex, we got the X Division, we got the old school, we got the frickus.
He should forget about Vince Russo because he ain't there anymore.
Right?
It's a waste of energy.
You know what I didn't forget about is the fact that Vader made his debut recently, and so where is he?
Maybe he's here to tell us that Vader's gone.
Oh my god. That long-term deal wasn't so long-term, huh?
Yeah, instead of 2 years, it was like a week. Maybe they accidentally gave him the contract that was for Jimmy Yang.
Oh, wait, he wants someone in the ring. I thought he was going to say, without further ado, I want a shot at Jeff Jarrett's title, but...
You just think everybody wants his title.
Well, they do. Brian Lawler and Eric Watts. Right now, baby.
What about David Flair?
He might have said that. I didn't hear him, though. Oh, the NWA's next generation is what Mike Tenay has called these guys. Oh, there's Flair.
That's definitely David Flair, yeah. David Flair is the NWA World Champion.
We're going to get a story with the belt right now because Dusty's out here. Get ready.
Oh, my God, Dallas. They stole my gimmick. Remember for my creative writing, I had you and Austin pretend you were tag team champions?
Oh,
David
yeah.
Flair is going to pretend he's the NWA World Champion.
It's definitely what's happening. Oh.
I got to say, David Flair does look pretty good with the NWA World title.
Just saying. He's going to beat Jarrett.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
So he's basically saying, well, Eric Watts must have his hands full.
What is he doing? Why is he cutting a promo on Eric Watts who's not in the ring?
Well, he is. He's next to Flair on the right. That's where he's kind of talking toward.
See, but that's not Eric Watts.
He's pretending. He's not to blame for the situation. Look at the face Lawler's making.
I'm confused. I mean, they had nothing to do with he has nothing to do with this. Okay, it's the NWA World title. That's the issue, right?
Something that he wore, Steamboat, that his dad wore, etc., etc.
Hulk Hogan. It's not true. Hulk Hogan didn't hold that title.
Yeah, I am.
Woo!
Well, something did rub off on him. Like father, like son. You have become an asshole!
Now, here's the thing. Why, if I'm David Flair, why am I offended by that? Why would that hurt my feelings?
Well, because he called him a mean name. Let's talk about Brian Lawler.
Where's April?
Right?
Jerry's kid.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
Dusty's...
interested in his promo.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to follow these kind of things, you know?
Well, he's just blabbering.
Well, yeah. He's like, you guys got so much talent, and you come out here acting like a fool. Oh, Lawler's taking his jacket off.
He's pissed. He doesn't look nearly as bloated as he did before.
No.
Brian Lawler.
He goes, don't get naked on me.
What the fuck was that? What kind of face? Lawler makes some weird ass faces.
Yeah, look at.
He's just all scrunched up.
Oh my god. He's like, I'm that good.
That good.
Show him charisma, he says, and he looks right at the hard cam and makes weird ass faces.
Meanwhile, David Flair is standing there like he's brain dead.
He asked for a high five, and Dusty slapped him in the face.
What a great reaction. King of these nuts.
There we go. 2 elbows.
Yeah, Dusty just jabbed him about 5 times each and then elbowed him, and then he played to the crowd and they recovered, and now he's getting double teamed. Go get him, David Flair. Who's coming out? D'Lo. Oh, set out spine buster on Lawler.
So now Dusty has a new tag team partner, if I had to guess. No longer is it Vader. It is now D'Lo Brown.
You down with the Brown?
Who's that? Oh, it's Eric Watts.
Oh, it's Eric Watts. Yeah.
Oh, and Lawler just took out D'Lo with a sidekick, but you couldn't really see because they cut the camera. And JB's like, I'll take this hat and a microphone right out of the ring.
All right, so it's 3-on-2. Somebody else has got to come out.
Oh, it's time. It's time. Is it?
Who is it?
Oh, God damn it.
Jeff Jarrett.
Okay, well, I know the main event of next week's show if I had to take a guess.
Oh, you know what? That's a good call.
Oh, well, it looks like Jeff Jarrett coming in magically just helped everything. The icon, Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett, is here.
The icon, Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett. I love it. Because it's exactly what's going on here. They're just like, all right, who were the 2 biggest stars of the 90s? Okay, Sting, Stone Cold. So the icon, Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett. And then instead of the stroke, you know what? Maybe we'll just do a jackhammer. And then a spear. Why not? It'd be great.
Well, video package. I love video packages.
Those are my favorite.
We're going to hear from Triple X after. So video package on America's Most Wanted, and then we're going to hear from Triple X. Okay.
All right. So we're at 58:17.
Yeah, so we're just about at an hour through the show.
Yeah. Let's see here. I was trying to see what do we have left here. All right, so we still have the tag title match that we know of, and and Sanders' mystery opponent.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Is this just a hype video for American Most Wanted or what?
Yes, it is.
Now remember, we have to see James Strowman's reaction. This is a big match. Because if they win, they're tag champs again. If they lose, they're not, obviously.
Here we go. Goldilocks still hanging out in the sex locker room. I'm starting to think she switched teams.
Do you think Goldilocks likes sex?
Well, she's been in the locker room quite a bit, so I'd say so.
Probably.
I got this.
It's me, Loki.
I may do it all the talking, but I also think that masks don't help pandemics, so I decided that I'm going to be a jackass on Twitter.
Yeah. That's true, Loki. You guys never did lose the tag titles. You're right.
That is true. That's true.
The double pin, which would be a draw, and you should retain. World of Hurt tonight.
Saying, does Glenn want to question where their heart lies?
That's right.
And Skipper, yeah, chase us. It's prime time, baby.
All right, we get it, Loki.
Yeah, Loki's doing too much talking. Let Daniels talk, please.
Okay. Back to Tootsie here and Lollipop. I like how that's the transition. They just go to the dancers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Oh, this is Mike Sanders.
Yeah, we're going to find out who his mystery opponent is. Probably Tatanka. So I had
you
to
need,
guess.
You need it. I swear to God, dude, if Tatanka shows up in this building, I'm going to be pissed.
Why would you be pissed?
Dude. Tatanka.
It's going to be Nikolai Volkov.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think of anybody in 1995 WWF. Kama Mustafa.
I would actually probably accept that one.
Scott Hall. Razor Ramon.
Well, we have been talking about him coming back. That's actually not a bad idea right there. Well, you people probably think there's a lot of I forgot, but I can DJ your wedding now if you want.
Dissension. Dallas.
I'm making fun of the fact that he's like doesn't
You
really
didn't.
sing.
You forgot the word that he said.
No.
You did. Oh wow, they're doing his WCW theme here. Copyright here.
Oh my God.
Exo Jim Duggan.
I don't even know what to say to this. Look at his outfit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it ain't Tatanka, but
It's even better.
yeah, it's Hacksaw in 2003.
Tough guy.
Tough guy.
You went to 2 CW shows with Jim Duggan, didn't you?
I sure have.
Yeah, and he was in the main event, so that means you went there to pay to see Jim Duggan.
Well, I certainly didn't, but
Well, he was in the main event, so clearly.
that doesn't mean that's why I paid for the
That's
show.
exactly what it means. The main event is the draw.
Hello, Mr. TNA.
Don West didn't know what to do.
Don West did one ho. He did ho.
Yeah. Ho? That's too bad. Well, you know what? It makes sense for Duggan to be here because it's easy for him to get over.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Now holy shit! He caught it. He just chucked a 2x4 in the air very high and caught it. Now listen.
That's like the same level of Mr. Perfect doing his gum gimmick, and he always would hit it or catch it, or his towel.
He's not even Now, if they were smart, they would tag him up with Elix Skipper, and they'd bring back Team Canada here in 2003.
Oh, yeah.
But what do I know?
You don't know nothing.
Nope.
So I think Jim Duggan is probably going to get on the microphone and say he wants Jeff Jarrett's NWA World Title, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to take a guess, who doesn't?
Yeah. Listen here, tough guy.
Tough guy.
I've never been a world champion, and by God, I'm going to beat Jeff Jarrett tonight. Oh.
Please, under 5 minutes. Please. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Why is he wearing what he's wearing?
I don't know. It's kind of weird, huh? He's trying to use the 2x4. Now, I have a signed 2x4 by Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay, so here you are trashing on him, and then you have a signed 2x4.
I don't want to watch him wrestle right now.
How much did that cost you?
It was free. It was at the New York State Fair. Him and Jimmy Hart were signing free autographs.
It was free. Did you have the 2x4?
Yeah, my friend gave it to me, yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't something that he had.
No, my friend gave it to me.
All right. Oh.
Bob,
what's your favorite Jim Duggan match?
I was about to ask you that. The first Royal Rumble.
What?
Okay.
That's not even his. Okay, you know what? Okay, I see what you're doing here.
All right.
What does it tell me right now?
I'm gonna say when he was in Team Canada in 2000, and he fought Huge Erection on Thunder.
Wow. Yeah. Well, my favorite match is Jim Duggan against Repo Man. I believe it was September of '92 on Wrestling Challenge.
Okay.
One of my favorite matches ever.
No, do you want a real one? Hold on, I'm gonna find a real one for you. I need to.
He had some good matches with Shawn Michaels in '93.
Really?
Yeah. One of my first memories in wrestling is with Jim Duggan when he was murdered by Yokozuna. And I saw that in the WWF magazine, and I was convinced that Yokozuna was a monster. Okay, hammering away here on above average Mike Sanders, and he bails to the floor.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorites is definitely Jim Duggan versus Muscle Marcos at 2CW Unfinished Business.
Yeah, I bet. No, my favorite Jim Duggan match is when he fought Goldberg on Nitro, and Goldberg pummeled him on his kidneys, and he bled from the mouth.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Actually, I like when he won the hardcore title.
He's my favorite television champion. He found it in a trash can.
Yes. Yeah. See, there's so much stuff here.
When he was a janitor. Which is fun.
Yeah, see, look at. You thought my first one was bullshit. It actually wasn't, because there was a United States Heavyweight Championship 2-on-1 handicap match between General Rection defeating Jim Duggan and Lance Storm on Halloween Havoc 2000. So, in fact, that is probably my favorite Jim Duggan match.
His handicap match at Halloween Havoc 2000? Oh my god.
I mean, there's a really good chance. Or what about when the Cat and Jim Duggan, the Cat, the Cat and Young Dragons teamed up against Team Canada on Thunder on December 4th, 2000.
What is wrong with you? How about Jim Duggan against La Parka on Saturday night, September of 99?
Look at this. Mike Sanders choking Jim Duggan on the second rope. This match is so full of action. I can't believe we're not calling it.
This match sucks. Did I ever tell you a story about that Jim Duggan La Parka match or no?
I'm not sure if you have, but please enlighten us, because he's got a headlock in now.
Yeah, so I was probably what? That's 99, so I was 10 years old. And I was at a buddy's house for a sleepover. And it must have been a replay of it, because we were like going to bed. It had to have been like midnight. But there was like a WCW Saturday Night replay. And they were like, tonight it's going to be, they run down the show. And it's going to be Jim Duggan against La Parka. Now here I am at 10 years old. And I was like, Jim Duggan's wrestling a guy in a skeleton outfit. I need to know what happens on this, right? Well, his parents made us go to bed before I could see what happened. So I never knew what had happened. And I've been reviewing Saturday nights from 1999 for a while now. And I'm pretty sure I'm like 2 episodes away from finally watching the Jim Duggan La Parka match.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a really great story. And he's Jim Duggan. He's a comeback dude. He pressed triangle and held R1, and he's doing it. He's doing all the moves. Right here, he's got to hit square. Is he going to do it? Yes, he did it.
Yep.
He's punching Mike Sanders in the corner.
I'm pressing circle for a counter. Atomic drop. No.
It's too late. You can't counter the comeback unless you hit the button first. Look at here. He's holding the hair back. Ho! Tough guy.
That's literally Jim Duggan's offense. He just says ho and he punches you.
Yeah, now
in the clothesline. That's it.
Now I believe we discussed this on a IcoPod bonus episode, but Jim Duggan does not lose very often.
Never. If he gets pinned, it's a freaking rarity.
So does he lose to Mike Sanders?
Well, after that clothesline, probably not. 1, 2. Oh my God. Okay, he beat him.
Okay. Look, he's laughing. I didn't know I was gonna win. Ho!
Jim Duggan all right. See, this is the type of stuff that kills your heel group here. He's lost to Jim Duggan.
Well, he's gonna.
Who's that? Oh, let's go, Birdie.
Oh, wait a second.
He's got a towel.
We're gonna see the match we've always wanted, I think, coming up soon. Glenn Gilberti versus Mike Sanders in the TNA Asylum.
Well, what's the white towel about?
He said you can't afford to have a loss under these conditions. This is what TNA was saying, that Glenn was telling him earlier. But can you believe this?
Duggan's a mock.
Jim Duggan. Oh, they tried to team up against Duggan, who's still in the ring, but that did not work. He's fighting him off now. Headbutt to both of them.
Oh.
He was chanting USA, but Glenn looks like he took out the knee.
Yeah, the camera really didn't catch it, but that's right. All right, well, who's going to help out? Oh, my, where's Vader?
I don't know. We need Vader. Wait, Bob, could it be? Could we see his old tag team partner, Lance Storm from Team Canada,
Oh my God.
make his debut in the TNA Asylum to
No,
help out?
Dallas. He's still under contract with the WWE.
Shit. Like Skipper, you got to come out for your old partner. What about Mike Awesome?
Mike Awesome could be one, yeah. Major Guns?
Dude, Major Guns.
Yeah. Speaking of Major Guns, Tylene Buck, right? So I didn't know that she was a porn star.
What?
Yeah, after wrestling, I didn't know that. So
Well,
I listened to an interview of hers with Wrestling Epicenter. This was years ago, right? And I was listening to it, and they were like, "Yeah, so you've changed your career, whatever, and what have you been up to?" And she's just like, "Oh, I'm doing okay." Fucking Tootsie.
similar stuff.
Yeah, well, so she proceeds to go through like everything that she's into sexually.
Oh.
And I'm listening to this in like 2004, so I'm like, 15, and I'm like, holy fuck, Major Guns is like doing double penetrate. I mean, they don't censor nothing.
Well, hey, Goldilocks is here going to be talking with, I think.
That's AJ Styles.
Is it Styles? That's who I thought it was. He's provoking Raven. So he's sitting in his nest.
Is he whining purposely like Raven does?
He better not be mocking him.
After I beat Raven, and after I beat Jeff Jarrett, there's going to be no doubt that I'm the undisputed NWA champion.
Look at the way Goldilocks is looking at him. Oh, wait. He's standing up. Hey, here's Raven. Oh,
okay. Smash him in the head with a chair.
Oh, he's wearing the black skirt this week. And here comes the Harris brothers to help out.
Well, they're not security.
No, they're helping him.
They're holding him back. Now he's choking. What is going on? Oh. So it's Raven and AJ Styles #1 contenders match later tonight.
Wow, wish I knew that this whole show.
Yeah, we just found that out at the 1 hour, 13 minute and 49. Well, it's now 53 seconds, but we just found out about almost an hour and 14 minutes into the show.
Now, to be fair, I will say this. There's a chance that we might have not heard that. However, I think we would have heard that.
I think so. And I think it would have been noted in the Observer, like tonight's Raven Styles #1 contender.
I would think so, but it's not.
Oh, yeah, they're actually showing Scott Armstrong, who probably quit the company along with PG James and Bob.
Hey, do you remember the Rock and Roll Express were here? Because I forgot.
I did not forget. How would I forget that?
I'm just saying, because it was so long ago, not that. It feels so long ago.
Are we going to get a lengthy video package about the tag title tournament?
Well, yeah, round 1, round 2, round 3, finals.
My God, these people. I'm really glad that Harris Brothers Carino Sandman match went 29 seconds so that we could get a 4-minute video package about the tag title tournament.
Oh, yeah. I'm very happy as well.
That's fantastic. Low-key hitting everybody with titles. But anyway, back to my Tylene Buck story.
No, but there's more?
Well, no. But it was just very shocking. Because she ended up being the type of girl that you probably would thought, you would think that she is.
You just didn't expect it, huh?
No, I did not. Because when you're, 11 and you're watching Nitro and you're like, wow, Tylene Buck is hot. And then she's like, oh, by the way, this is everything that I do in private. It's like, it's a reality.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It'd be like Trish Stratus. If she would be like, yeah, so like this is everything that I do, and it's on camera now. I'd be, what?
What do you mean?
The Holy Grail. That's the Holy Grail. Trish Stratus.
Well, we're back in the arena.
With Lita.
Whoa. Okay. Listen, I marked this as an explicit podcast anyway, but jeez.
Yeah, I gotta, do as much as I can here. Wait, where's James Storm? Let's see.
I don't know, dude. I'm not getting a good read yet. Hold on. He does look pissed, but he did
Yeah.
slap a fan's hand. Oh no, we're losing.
Oh, they're losing.
They're losing. 100%.
100%.
100.
Are you kidding me?
There's no way. I mean,
No.
Chris Harris looked serious. James Storm looked pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, so we don't know which two. Tanae's saying, the question is which two of Triple X are going to be in the match?
I would just go with the OG, Skipper and Daniels.
I would go Skipper Daniels as well.
Well, they're in the ring.
Okay. Well, maybe we got our wish. Skipper needs to be in this match.
Absolutely. It's prime time, baby. Oh, is JB going to do this fucking thing again? Of course he is. Well, actually, all three of them are in the ring, so.
Okay, so all three in the ring. JB's trying to figure out which one is wrestling. So this is officially for the vacant titles. No one has the titles.
I thought they were held up.
Me too, but now they're vacant. Introducing first to my left. Wildcat Chris Harris. And Cowboy James Storm, who looks like you just pissed in his cereal.
He looks like somebody just told him Santa Claus isn't real, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I've been living my life for the last 24 years thinking it's real."
I mean, essentially, that is what he looks like right now.
They have a lot of baby oil on them, by the way.
It might be water.
That's baby oil.
Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Prime time. Elix Skipper. And Low Key, his name is Low Key because he's generally lower than his opponents.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Well, they went.
Oh, who is it?
We cut away.
Skirt?
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
Looks like
son of
it's
a bitch.
It looks like it's Low Key and Daniels. Daniels is with Harris on the outside, and Low Key's in the ring with Storm.
That sucks. I mean, Skipper had the heat on him.
Oh, maybe that's why they bait and switched us like that. I don't know.
Oof. Clotheslining Key to the floor. Now Harris sending Daniels into the guard railing.
Oh,
Hip toss onto the ramp there. Go get him, Storm. Storm looks like he's beating up a child.
yeah, well, he does. Look at this. We're over at the announce table. We are not supposed to be doing that.
Break it. Chipotle for life.
Low Key with some chops and uppercuts. Daniels is laid across the table. No, he's up again.
Harris needs to get a ladder, climb it, and then splash Daniels through the announce table. That's what he needs to do.
Well, it's not going to happen, but it's a wishful thinking. I'll take it.
Oh, Storm sending Key into the guard railing too. So typical stuff here, just brawling around ringside. And now we're getting to the ring. Harris going to the top rope. Daniels stands up, crossbody. 1, 2, 2.
Well, Bob, who do you want to see walk out with the titles in this match?
Well, I think Triple X should win it because they never lost it.
Yeah.
Also, James Storm looks like, as we've said, was pretty much livid coming to the ring. So that's probably telling us who's going to win. I feel like
Triple X is like they should win. They didn't lose it. And then give us our new church rematch with them again.
Yeah. See, now Storm, when he does that top rope drop kick.
Oh, no, they're going to do the move, Bob.
Oh, you're right. And nothing. Okay. And then they deck Key on the apron there. And
then they do this move. Oh, well, he missed.
Oh. Okay, they just tossed Low Key into Daniels. Well, anyway, so when Storm does that top rope drop kick, when Harris is holding his opponent, I think Harris needs to bend down.
He's very high up, yeah.
Yeah, because like Storm doesn't really hit the guy on the chest very well.
It's a by Daniels. Tags and Low-Key. Now, I'd like to point out a change I noticed. It might have been a week or two now, but I feel like I officially noticed this week. We just have plain black turnbuckles. Now, before we did have the TNA logo, although it was pretty hard to see. It just said TNA on each one. But now they're just black. They're just plain. Like I said, they might have been like that last week or even the week before, but like I officially noticed this week, like, wait a second, that's for sure. It's not just hard to see; they're black.
I miss the yellow ropes.
I don't.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh,
I miss the yellow ropes. I miss the yellow guard railing stuff. That was fun.
Key with some stiff kicks here too. I believe that is Storm in the ring, and now tags Daniels back in.
Wait. Oh, okay. I thought Tanae was trying to say that Triple X had never been pinned or submitted, but I'm pretty sure that 2 of them had lost to Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, that is true.
But in a tag team sense, I guess they haven't. That I can remember.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any, yeah.
Then again, they've had like 2 matches. So.
Well, that's a good point as well. One of which they won the titles. They had that 3-way match, but they won that.
Yeah.
Daniel totaling up Storm in like a camel clutch, essentially, and then Low-Key gave him drop kick. Low-Key's the legal man now. Pretty slow stuff here. Trying to get that everyone hyped up for that hot tag that we know is going to happen.
Yeah, I feel like I always thought that AMW and Triple X had really good matches, but maybe it's just not in 2003.
Well, that's the thing, is I think we have to wait a couple more years before that actually starts to happen.
Yeah. Or at least it's not this combination of Triple X.
Well, then maybe that's the problem.
Because let me tell you, I mean, Low-Key, is capable of good matches, but I think more times than not, I'm just bored by him.
I know what you mean. If he's not doing the crazy, I feel like a lot of the X Division stuff that he has done, singles, has been really good.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
We've seen some good matches early on. Because he kicks the shit out of people, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, he does. I mean, he had good matches with what, like Amazing Red.
I feel like that's the one I'm thinking
stuff
of.
like that.
Stuff, yeah.
But I think just in general, because he kicks people, he chops people, or whatever. But it's like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Ric Flair. Okay, cool. Ric Flair chops people. Cool. Low-Key kicks people's heads off. What else is there? There's no real depth to the wrestling there.
No, I know what you mean. Now, I'm starting to think, we're saying Triple X, maybe they get a little bit better over time. I think we just need to wait, and then when Senshi comes in the group, we'll start to kind of pick up a little,
When Senshi? The same dude is under a different name? Jesus. When is that? That's 2007?
Is it even that late? I don't even know.
Heel kick by Daniels. I think so.
I'm just trying to be funny here, okay?
Yeah. Well, your jokes are hurtful.
Sometimes
mine are in good fun, but yours are just mean.
Yeah, Bob basically is if you're fat, you're a piece of shit, and mine are hey, Senshi should be.
No. I was saying that if I were to weigh myself, and I'm thinking I'm 330 pounds and I'm only 327, that's not, to me, that's not, I'm better. I'm not as bad. That's still pretty bad for me. Somebody else is 327 pounds. They might be healthy. That's entirely possible.
For sure. Now, James Storm almost looked like he was going to be able to get a hot tag, but now instead, Low-Key still managed to tag Daniels in, who knocked Harris off the rope, and now they're still just beating the shit out of James Storm, but it looks like, did he get... No, Low-Key stops him.
Oh, God. Daniels is clothesline Low-Key. Oh, Harris has got the hot tag.
Dude, crowd did not care at all.
Not very much.
3 girls screamed.
Well, if there's 3 girls in the crowd and all 3 of them cheer, that's 100% success right there, Dallas.
Yep. Hey, Daniels getting a back body drop from Harris, who reverses another whip. He ducks the line from Daniels, comes back with a jumping clothesline.
He does have a nice jumping clothesline. I'll give him that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He just like gracefully flies in the air.
He did, yeah. Look at that. Reversing. Oh! Full Nelson slam.
1, 2. Who's the referee?
Kick out at 2.
Is that Charles?
Let me get a good look at him.
It's Rudy Charles. It took him too long to go for the cover. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's Rudy Charles. He likes to screw us. The only thing he likes is that turkey outfit. Damn it.
What? He likes the turkey outfit?
Yeah, from the turkey trot. Come on, are you an Impact fan or not?
No, I'm not. Running power slam by Harris on Daniels. Key breaks it up. You know I'm not.
Well, that's funny because I think it's a fun thing to note here. Due to our recording schedule and what you've been reviewing, you've probably watched more TNA wrestling this week than you have than I would have ever guessed you'd watch in 1 week.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, I'm watching March 2004 weekly pay-per-views because I got to get the written ones out of the way. Because if I don't, I probably won't ever watch them again.
Yeah, and that's for Bob's website, WrestlingRecaps.com. Great resource for all your wrestling review needs.
Yeah,
and some really good opinion articles that Bob writes himself, must I add.
Yeah, I was going to do a Sports Entertainment Extreme one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that'd be great. I'd love to share that on our page.
Death sentence here on Daniels. Can Harris hit it?
Sure, it's got to be at.
1,
nope.
2.
Loki pulling the ref out.
Has Elix Skipper done anything in this match or what? I thought he would do something.
Not yet.
What was Rudy? Why, Rudy, get back. Oh, well, okay. Speaking of Elix Skipper, what was he doing?
Oh, is he gonna hit?
Play of the day. Boom.
Yes.
Smart. All right, now Daniels cover. Charles, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2.
Oh.
It's not. That's one thing I've learned in TNA is when somebody interferes and the referee comes back into the ring, they always kick out. There'll be about 2 more false finishes before we get the actual finish.
Yeah, well, Skipper just threw Harris back in. Loki's back on his feet now. Harris is over in the opposite corner. Someone's running into someone. Here we go. Cartwheel. Oh, a spear.
Oh, I thought Harris was going to spear Rudy Charles in the corner. Daniels makes the save.
Nice.
Dramatic. Oh, no.
Daniels has taken the tag team titles there. Is now sitting.
Skipper has it.
Skipper.
Uh-oh. Harris has got the sharpshooter. Sit down. Daniels is the Steve Austin to Chris Harris's Bret Hart right here. He's not going to tap.
Skipper's got a chair. I just saw him run by ringside. He's in the ring.
What's the referee doing?
Oh. Storm super kicked him, though.
Now, if Skipper were to hit him with the chair in front of the referee, that would be a disqualification.
You dumb motherfucker. James Storm just ran out to hit Skipper, but low-key is in the ring. But Daniels is tapping, but the referee's on the outside of the ring.
Oh.
Low-key off the rope.
Oh. Okay, well, Storm kind of caught him. He fell down for a minute, but he's got it.
He's going to hit catatonic?
Oh, that's Harris, not Storm, sorry. And catatonic on Loki.
Daniels has the title belts in his hand, though, as he's going for a cover.
Does. There's no referee.
Rudy, you son of a bitch.
Skipper's not even in the match, Rudy. Oh, God. Well, Daniels has got the belt. He's waiting. Harris is like, come on, dude. What is this? And
he caught it, though.
Blocked it.
Oh.
Well, Daniels is unconscious after that belt shot to the forehead.
Wait a second.
Oh, hey, Rudy. No.
Don't you dare throw this match out.
No.
Oh.
Okay,
Loki hits Harris, though. Oh, wait. He didn't call the match, though.
He did
but
not.
Now we got 2 people knocked out from a title shot in the face.
He's telling you he's going to kick out. 1, 2. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Daniel's getting the pin. We're, just so you know, I was going to mention it now, but now the match is just over. We're in 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 47 seconds, and we just got new NWA Tag Team Champions.
Well, I think that's more or less than just retaining their titles.
Yeah, but it would count as a second reign. They're now 2-time NWA.
Yeah, well, you know what? TNA's logic is stupid, so I think they just retain the titles.
I mean, in this case, I do think it is stupid, but it's because that Bullet Bob Armstrong, damn it.
Bastard. James Storm, I can't believe we would lose this stupid match again.
Oh, we're outside.
Oh, Sonny Saki's attacking D'Lo Brown.
Oh, he hit
Oh
that
my God! He's
wicked.
sending the post. You don't want to be down with sex. I'm gonna kick your ass in the parking lot. Oh, Jeff Jarrett. You can't beat up D'Lo Brown in the parking lot. That's my job.
Wow.
Saki just ran away. Jeff's gonna go. Is he gonna check on D'Lo? Yeah, okay. D'Lo, you all right? I'm down with the Brown. It's all right, D'Lo. All right. Well, Jeff Jarrett has compassion. That's nice. Whose music is this?
I don't know. Someone's music's playing. Someone from Sex, it looks like.
It's definitely sex music.
Oh, it's Glenn.
Gilbert. Oh, is this where he's gonna have this girl show off her assets?
Oh my God.
All right. Well,
Well,
all right, Hollywood.
we had something to look forward to, and that was Raven and AJ Styles, and now Glenn Gilbert's in the ring with Hollywood, who has her top, her like bikini top says badass.
You know, she kind of looks like Beulah.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Don West goes, you got to respect the outfit a little bit, right?
Well, obviously.
Vince Russo had a dream and he had a vision.
For tits and ass.
Someone's running out during this, right?
Someone's what?
Gonna run out during this?
Probably. I don't know who would, though.
Oh, me either. I just feel like maybe it's Vader. I'm just gonna keep saying that till he comes back out.
What time is it? Vader time.
Which, speaking of, Vader's son runs his dad's Twitter account now,
Yeah.
and he recently just liked a tweet of ours, which is pretty cool, I thought,
Oh, that's nice.
about Vader making his debut.
Oh, that's good. Okay. That explains her name as being Hollywood, because that's where they wanted to send Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Oh, okay. What's that sign say up there? More than a ring girl. Oh, or as we're talking about, Athena.
That's probably Athena, yeah.
I'm actually quick side story. You always compare Athena to SoCal Val. So I was watching, as I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
Lockdown 2013. And guess who was ringside grabbing the gear and handing the title into the ring? SoCal Val.
Of course.
And I got a kick out of it because that's what we've talked about that in here. And so I thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, like on the Impacts I've been watching from 2006, because I'm the type of guy that, you know, likes to jump around. SoCal Val, pretty much all she provides for those shows are close-up shots of her ass as people are walking down to the ring.
Jesus.
It's true. It's like, here comes Jay Lethal, but first, let's get a close-up of SoCal Val's ass, and then she'll walk off to the side, and then Jay Lethal will come down.
Wait, look at this. They're saying who wants to get in the ring with Hollywood, and as they slowly zoom out, they're showing the Athena signs. So could it be? Could we see Athena? Oh, look, Glenn is like, what about Athena? Are you want a piece of Hollywood?
No. She probably does not.
She's wearing a skirt, though. She ain't going to get in the ring.
Yeah, she probably doesn't want to show her ass because she really was insistent on making sure Desire did not rip off her pants the one day.
Oh, he just made some kind of mean comment to her because she's making faces. This is the shit.
Are they chanting for Lollipop? Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay. Well, are we getting Lollipop in the ring? You want a piece of Hollywood? I can't believe they were just chanting for Lollipop. That's definitely JB telling them to chant.
Probably. What about Tootsie? Oh, Lollipop's leaving the cage.
Okay.
The fuck? Well, that guy's nice helping her. She's probably got a lot of high heels on or something.
Oh yeah, she definitely does. This is the first time we've seen Lollipop out of the dancer's cage.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh look, she's taking her boots off. They're about to have a match.
Fight?
Those are huge boots, by the way.
Yeah, she walking into the ring. She was about 5'11", and she takes them off. She's about 5'2".
Glenn's like, "Hey, Hollywood, go get her."
Beat her up. Come on, Lollipop. Oh, shit. Well, a minute. Now, Lollipop is a wrestler.
Oh, that's right. I think we've
Yeah,
mentioned
she
that
has
briefly
wrestled.
before, right?
Yeah. Get her, Lollipop.
Okay, Dan West yells cat fight, and that's literally they're just hitting each other's head down.
Yeah, Joey Styles is probably pissed because that was a bad cat fight screen.
Okay,
Come
this
on,
is
Lollipop. Get her.
No, this is stupid. Dan West says this is for the adults only at this part.
Yeah.
This is all they're doing. They're just rolling. Slam
get
that head.
it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Slam, 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 slam,
Concussion,
slam,
concussion,
slam.
concussion, concussion. Concussion. All right. Is she dead?
Bob?
God bless America.
As Don West or Mike Tenay says, looks like Lollipop was exposed, but she just fixed her shirt, so we're good again. The best money can buy.
Money can buy.
Holy shit, that's the best line they've said on this entire show.
Yep. Lollipop was exposed. That's the best that money can buy. Well, Lollipop has prevailed here. It looks like she's standing tall. Watch out.
Glenn is just sitting there.
Watch out, Lollipop.
Yeah, something's about to happen.
Hollywood's getting up, Lollipop. Yeah, we do like that, Lollipop.
Okay. What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so rewind.
Oh my god.
Rewind. Okay, so Hollywood just ripped off Lollipop's shirt, and now JB's in the ring covering her up with his blazer, and she just keeps trying to go at it.
Can we get a replay? Show us the guys in the truck. Guys in the truck. Can we get a slow motion replay of that?
JB looks sort of actually pissed right now.
Why?
Because he's like, get out of here.
No. Tanae's struggling to talk because all the blood has flowed down to his pants.
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't know what to talk about right now. So that would explain when we talked to Goldilocks, because I believe this was something that they wanted Goldilocks to do. And she was like, I have more self-respect than that. And she had to talk to somebody to not do it. And that must have been Lollipop.
Yeah, and now, so Bob's referencing our bonus episode where we talked with Goldilocks, and the story definitely came up because I also believe it was sort of hinted at that whoever this person might have been came backstage and decided to kind of not really, they were just kind of there. Kind of letting it all hang out backstage even. So.
Yeah. Well. What a bizarre segment. Speaking of back to my Tyleen Buck story. So Lollipop just showed me everything that I wanted to see.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Oh, perfect. What is this? Jeff Jarrett's coming out. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna be on commentary or something? Why is he getting the superstar entrance for this?
I don't know. Here it comes though.
He ain't even wrestling.
Well, in a minute. He's still not. You gotta let the music and the lights flash for a minute. We're at an hour, 40 minutes, and 20 seconds. And here's Jeff Jarrett. We got one more match left for this show.
Yeah, a match that we didn't know about until about a half hour ago.
Yeah, I would have been way more hyped for the show if I knew about that match earlier.
Right.
Jeff Jarrett's like, my world.
He is literally just on commentary.
And he got that kind of entrance.
Wow. Remember when Mike Tenay hated Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, actually, that's a really great point. But here he is. He's going to sit next to him.
He's like, hey, champ, thanks for coming out and accepting our invite. We love you.
Okay, so we're going to find out who gets the title shot against Jeff Jarrett.
Who would you have win, Raven or Styles?
I really hope it's Raven.
Yeah, I mean, AJ's already had the match, so.
Which is weird that they're even doing a number one contender match. Styles already lost.
Right. Well, he wants that rematch. They should just do a triple threat.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe we'll get through one more singles match and then build to a triple threat, and I'm fine with that.
No, I would be too. But then if he beats both of them in a singles match, would that kind of defeat the purpose of a triple threat?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, oh, I already beat him. Oh, JB doesn't have his jacket because we got to give it to fucking Lollipop. Oh, Dallas, that will be a good Twitter post. Lollipop's breasts.
Well, I don't know if I should do that.
Why not?
I could put something over him.
You can post nudity on Twitter.
Yeah, but I don't really want to,
You know how many times I've seen people that like regular people that I follow will share hardcore porn on Twitter?
No way.
Swear to God.
No
And then
way.
I swear to God. And then I immediately unfollow them. Because I'll be at work, I'll be scrolling through, and it's like, oh, this girl's just getting railed. I'm like, what the hell?
That's bad. Raven
It's
is
horrible.
Out here, and he's now sitting in the corner, and now we're getting a weird little AJ Styles like video, his entrance video.
X-Files stuff. Why is it green? Is it St. Patrick's Day?
Almost. Oh, he's already halfway out.
Oh, it's because he's wearing green gear.
And he's got the green shirt, and the logo on the shirt has the green outline, I should say.
Yeah. AJ is number 1.
We don't know that. Why do we keep going cutting to the video?
Yeah, what are we doing? You uncrowned champion. I don't know if AJ Styles is uncrowned champion. He did lose.
Oh, yeah, really?
Rather, was there any real interference on that? I know it was the stroke off the middle rope, but I don't really think there was.
I don't think there was enough collusion to require him to deserve a rematch right away. Because really, like Larry Zbyszko, he ran out at one point, but that didn't really cost the match anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going bad at it. They went face to face, and now we're kind of getting right into it. Look at Styles is already trying for a Styles clash.
Oh my God! Oh, I thought he was
Raven
gonna
broke
hit
out
it.
though.
This is your main event for Sunday Night Heat here in 2003. Oh, baseball slide dropkick by Styles. Now I only say that because D'Lo Brown's here. I can't. You know what that means? Justin Credible is probably going to be here next week.
Oh,
We crotched him, so that's gonna hurt.
That had to hurt wicked bad. There's no way you could have not hurt yourself on that one.
Probably not. Justin Credible will be here next week, and then Stevie Richards will probably be here in about a month.
I don't think he comes in until he comes in like way later, right?
Well, if I continue on in my Sunday Night Heat storyline here, he would.
Yeah, we're back in the ring now. Styles just countered a Irish whip, but he gets dropped toe hold out to the ring.
Out to the ring, out to the floor, Dallas.
Out to the floor, out of the ring, out to the floor. You know what I meant.
God.
It all made sense. You got it. You know what I'm talking about. Look at Raven.
That's my belt.
Saying he's coming for the belt.
Is that Jeff's belt or is that David Flair's belt?
Good question.
If I were David Flair, I would swap the belts and then be like, I have the real world title. I'm the champion now. Jeff Jarrett has a replica. That's what I would do. Largely because I just want David Flair to have a championship.
Ooh,
that's
chair
a disqualification.
Nope. Relax rules, baby.
Is this really relaxed rules?
Quote the Raven.
That's a Twitter post.
You're damn right it is.
Yes, it is. Is AJ busted open yet?
Yes. See, it looks like he might be.
Is. Well, when you get smashed over the head with a steel chair, I mean,
oh
I
my
guess
God,
it could bust open.
Raven was like ripping his face apart. He had his fingers in his nose, even like pulling it all apart.
Yeah, how many times do you think it would take for me to hit you over the head with a chair before you bled?
Depends on how you hit me and how hard. I mean, a couple for sure.
What if I like just threw it at you like Kid Kash?
Then I'd probably bleed for that, I bet you.
Okay. Ooh, AJ bleeding pretty good there. Raven just did a knee lift, and now there's like a small puddle of blood on the mat here for AJ.
Ooh, puts a boot up to Raven, though, as he runs at him in the corner. Oh, shit. Raven just hit him, gave him a boot to the head.
Yeah, showing some flexibility there.
I know. Who would have guessed? Raven with the flexible legs.
What's he doing? Oh, what is he doing? Choking him? No. Well, that was a messed up looking like knee thing.
That was a very odd move by Raven, but he did it, so.
Yeah, he tried to like put his knee on the back of Styles' head and then come off the top rope and just drive him down, but didn't really time it right. It looked kind of weird.
Oh, yeah. The Jeff Jarrett special, baby. Sleeper hold. Jarrett is ringside, so this is very fitting, I would say.
Well, you know what? With Jarrett being at ringside, I'm surprised they didn't brawl through the crowd for the first 12 minutes of the match. That would have been better. Jarrett's got to get involved, right?
I would say there's definitely going to be a Jarrett involvement at some point. Oh, look. Styles broke out, and then he put Raven in one. He's up on his back. Raven backs into the corner, though, to break it. Oh, Styles got it back on, though.
Do you think that if I put a sleeper on you, Dallas, you'd go unconscious, within 4 seconds?
No, within 4 seconds, but certainly after a little bit, yeah.
Well, if I were to do it, would you go unconscious because of the choke, or would you just go unconscious because you'd be in the hold for a long time and you'd probably just get tired and take a nap?
It's probably more that.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Well,
It's always amazed me when they do sleeper holds like that, and within 3 seconds, they're like, oh, I'm tired. Unconscious.
Well, there's a good chance we have about less than 10 minutes of this show left. So, of course,
you probably got like 5 minutes left. We're at 148.36.
It ranges, so I'm just saying under 10.
For sure. We haven't had a show yet go over 155 that I know of.
No, we have. We've gone 158 a couple times.
We did?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, discus clothesline by Styles, and now we're doing all sorts of moonsaults off the top. Reverse DDT now, hitting that on Raven, going for a cover.
1, 2. Scorpion death trap, but that doesn't get it. Come on, Raven. This is your destiny. Backdrop to the apron. Styles lands on his feet. Forearm.
Oh.
Neck breaker over the top rope. Raven doesn't go down, though. Staggers down. Styles springboard.
Oh, Raven caught him, though, and gave him a powerbomb.
1, 2.
Check out that, too, though. Jarrett goes, what a damn move.
This is a powerbomb. They're going to have to change the mat now with all that blood on there. Oh, super kick. What is he, Shawn Michaels?
Well, he just knocked Raven down. He's dead. He's done.
This is it. Go for the cover. Hook the leg. 1, 2. Oh, Raven kicks out.
Jarrett says they're rumbling for AJ. Can you feel it?
It's trying to put over AJ as a potential challenger. Standing Hurricanrana by AJ. 1, 2. Kick out again.
This kid is unbelievable. Who's going to win? I don't know. Oh, Raven grabbing Styles tights, driving him into the middle turnbuckle.
I never realized that AJ Styles bled so much. It's like the second or third match already that he's bled. DDT by Styles.
Look at that. What's Raven going to do? No, he got his arm on the rope. They're talking about Ron Killings on commentary right now.
Yeah. He set up a game plan for what?
Oh, Raven caught him with a knee. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Styles went for a slingshot cross body to the floor, but Raven's like, no, gut buster. And then Raven is pie-faced Jarrett at the commentary table. That's not going to backfire on him at all. It's probably a really good decision. Oh, what's this? Jeff Jarrett says, payback punches. So Raven's not bright. Styles grabs Jarrett. Jarrett decks Styles.
Well, Bob, I think this is definitely leading to a triple threat, right?
I would imagine.
Great. Chris Vaughn's out
Chris
here.
Vaughn, fatal four-way.
Well, Jarrett's got a chair. He almost hit that
guys,
stage director who was over at the table who got knocked out a few weeks back.
Yeah, guys, run away. If Jarrett has a chair, you run. Oh, no. Hey, the old guy got the chair from him?
He gave it to him, kind of, to be fair. They're trying to escort Jarrett out now, but...
Yeah, he's backing off.
He's definitely going to slide in the ring.
He's going to do something. Chris Vaughn's holding his wrist. He might hurt himself. Oh, okay. Well, AJ Styles is missile drop kicked Rudy Charles.
Raven with the even flow.
That's got to be it. Oh, wait a minute. There's no referee. 1, 2.
One slid in.
Andrew Thomas came in pretty quick, and that was a nice slide for Duke out.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Ooh, running forearm by Raven in the corner. And, of course, he knocks out that referee, so there goes Andrew Thomas. Styles with the kick. Going for the Styles clash. Well, that wasn't great, but that's okay. Rudy Charles is alive, but he kicked out at 2.
Jeff Jarrett cannot believe it as he stands on the ramp and doesn't leave like he was told.
He looks concerned.
Raven's got a chair. Oh!
What was that?
Styles got hit Raven with a kick, but Raven got the Raven.
I swear to God, Dallas.
Who won? They both had an arm on top of each other, and both referees just counted to 3. The crowd is chanting triple threat.
Dallas.
Who won? And we go off the air.
That was the dumbest thing I've seen. I got a couple of problems with that. Number 1, all right, the way that Raven landed, I don't know if you noticed, but he had to crawl over to then set up the double pin. I think he fell the wrong way.
I did notice that, actually, yeah.
So we'll probably see that edited out of the future video package.
I don't know, dude. The last time that they did something like this, they did not edit out the messed up part. So
yeah, they did. They edited out the guy stalling there for a second.
Did they?
Yeah, and we were like, oh, of course they edited it out.
I don't know. There's definitely been some stuff that they haven't, but regardless.
Yeah, well, I know they didn't edit out the Kash fucked up moonsault thing or whatever.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they definitely showed that a bunch of times.
So yeah, I mean, regardless, we're getting essentially the same finish that we got for the tag team title thing.
That's my other problem with it. It's like you just did this.
And not only that, they referenced that on this show.
Right.
So I kind of got a problem with that.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, well, who won? Well, it's clearly going to be a triple threat match, right? I mean, that's got to be the end game here.
I mean, I would say that's kind of if you're not going for that, what are you going for?
Yeah. The match was okay. I don't think their styles really mesh very well.
No, I don't either, which is kind of disappointing. It wasn't a bad match. Yeah, it was. I would say it was okay. I would say it's pretty much what I would have expected, I would say.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I guess I don't know what else I would have expected. I mean, I don't know. I just hope we do get the triple threat, you know? I hope they don't BS us too much and like, okay, what's happening? Just give us the triple threat. We really want to see that.
Yeah, that's the match to be made. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
And I think that's what's going to allow the belt to come off of Jarrett if they're really trying to like protect him, which is sort of what it feels like to me. Yeah. Then that's the best way to do it. And then Jarrett can chase back after the belt if he loses the match, you know. Right. So I think we have some opportunity there. I mean, all around, I don't think it was necessarily a bad show, but I'm sort of feeling very similar to how I felt last week, where I like what did we? Well, I mean, we finally have tag team champions, I guess, right? I guess that's a positive.
Yeah.
The Harris brothers basically squashing Carino was super disappointing to me.
Yeah, it sucked.
I'm very bummed out about that. Kid Kash is still our X Division champion, and there's definitely some heat building up with Amazing Red, so I'm assuming we'll definitely get some sort of rematch there. And the Duggan thing, I mean, hopefully that was a one-off.
Yeah, I don't want to see Duggan being in TNA is not a logical move. That match with Sanders went almost 6 minutes, by the way.
Holy dude, that's bad.
Yeah.
And they were definitely leading. Konnan was getting pretty physical with Jerry Lynn. I think we're inching closer to a Jerry Lynn Konnan match.
I was gonna say, yeah, that has to be that's also got to be like the match that they're gonna be going for to blow that off, right?
I would think so.
So that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
we're probably gonna get a 6-man tag next week.
Yes, and I mentioned that. So if I had to take a guess, I would assume that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I'm in the middle this week. I don't think it was a bad show, but once again, I don't think it was great. I think we had a lot of wasted stuff. The lollipop thing, that was what you guys want to get in the dirt sheets, get some attention. Like that's all that was.
I think that's the segment of the year.
Well, you know why it wasn't, but
she is beautiful.
Yeah, but do you also think it's in poor taste knowing that there are kids in the arena?
No. If anything, the kids are going to be like, wow, TNA is my favorite wrestling company ever. Thank you for making me a man.
I don't know, man. It just seems kind of like that's also like the...
Listen, if you're bringing your kid to a show that's called TNA...
It doesn't actually mean that.
They continuously reference it.
I don't even believe the story, to be honest with you. I don't think that's actually what it was meant to be, so... Maybe I'm blind. I don't know.
Oh my God, Dallas.
What?
So I know this is... well, let me first just say that I'm also in the middle for this show. It wasn't bad, but it certainly wasn't great. And I kind of get the double finish for the main event here with Styles and Raven, but if you're going to do that, don't do it with the tag titles. Save it for this. It would have meant a lot more.
I agree with that.
Because it's the main event. But just to kind of... Former TNA wrestler Austin Aries, I don't know if you saw this on Twitter.
Oh.
But apparently he's having a signing at the Wrestling Universe on February 21st from 3 to 5. But it says a message from Austin Aries. If you're coming to the Wrestling Universe, he will not be wearing a mask for photos. And he urges you all to drop your masks for the photo op and take it off. Come down and say hello from 3 to 5.
That's okay, awesome. So, wow, we're ending on a great note with that. Well, at this point, it doesn't surprise me, and I'm sure that is not going to end well. So I guess if you're going to go meet Austin Aries at the Wrestling Universe, be safe.
Yeah, don't wear a mask, pal. We'll be fine.
Jesus.
I just had to throw that in there before I forgot. Because I wasn't going to remember that for next week. There's no way.
No, well, that's a fun little tidbit at the end of the show that I just shake my head at, nonetheless. But I don't know if I don't think I got anything else, Bob. I think we kind of covered it all. And I'm hoping next week we'll kind of we'll find out what happened in the main event there. And we'll get a little bit closer to who the hell is going to fight Jeff Jarrett for the title.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that we get an announcement it's a triple threat match. It's going to be Styles, Raven, Jarrett at whatever show.
At Sacrifice. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward for D'Lo to get involved in the ring. I would imagine that might be next week. It could be even just be D'Lo against Sonny Siaki, considering the attack in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So who knows? We have a lot more questions than answers, which I guess keeps us interested to tune into what's going on, I guess. So.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, well, if you don't got anything else, I certainly don't have anything else. So until next week, For Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Conley Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.